I miss how it used to be. You were the only one that I could see. You know I love you, whatever you do. And you know that I've always got your back. I'm trying to tell you that I miss you. The way that you sing in the car, not caring where you are, driving to work or to school, and doing everything you do. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I miss you. I know I've done a lot of bad things to you, but give me one more chance and I will make it up to you. You know it would mean a lot. I'm giving it all that I've got. I'd do anything for you, anything that you want me to. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I'd do anything for you, and I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Yeah. Yes, I miss you.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and whenever this reading finds its way into your algorithm. I'm Archer. How are ya? What up, family? Cassandra, Susan, Shelly. How you guys doing? What up, Melissa? Thanks for liking the live. Joyfully yours. Hello and welcome in. Why, thank you very much, Sunshine. Y'all, definitely as a thank you to Sunshine Intuitive Tarot, to Melissa here. She is a doll, always time stamping and working at the comments and putting up with me like you all do. Run over and subscribe to her channel. She's in the Archer Network, right listed on the homepage on the YouTube channel. Totally worth it. You will love it. What's up, Kay Bentley? How you doing? I got a friend that still has his Bentley. Oh, that's cool. What up? Huh? Thanks for coming in. What's up, Nana Little? Here's Virgo. Found you. There you are, Carmen San Diego. Hi, Gabriella, Shauna. How you guys doing? How's the week going so far? Come on, Mike. It's Wednesday. Happy hump day. We're halfway through it, right? Tammy, what up? Hi, Mandy Pants. What you up to, Tinky Rosie? Greetings from Florida. Hola from Michigan. How you doing? I'm up here. This is my map. It's right here. All right, guys. Welcome in. Hi from Israel. Greetings. Welcome. Sending many prayers and blessings from the United States. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. Thanks for the follow, Mickey. Mickey, it is true. You are indeed so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hi. What's up, Elijah? Thanks for the follow. You guys are awesome. Thanks for following Melissa, too. She is on TikTok and Instagram, too. Totally check her out. It's a fact, joyfully yours. Mickey blows people's minds. She is truly that fine. It's wild. Okay, guys, so let's launch in. Susan, what up? Hi. From the Netherlands, Allah, welcome. Hello from Washington. How you guys doing? What's up, Amanda? Tasha? I'm glad you guys are hanging out with us. What's up? How's it going? All right, we'll kick in and start off at 4 minutes exactly with the announcements for what's coming up, because we've got two big things in the works going on, and then I need to pull the audience too for just a minute real quick. All right, so get up your answering devices, get ready to lock in an answer. I need a comment left on this reading. What would you guys think if I asked Frankie and I asked Melissa if they would do like a joint collab, go live together thingamajiggy, and we all just hang out and did like super chats answering your guys' questions, not a whole all signs? What did you guys think about that? Let me know. Okay, I'm pulling the family, and if you guys are down, then I will go to the board of directors, Frankie and Melissa, and I will ask them if they would be down for such a thing. All right, that's first announcement. Second announcement, I have a meeting coming up on the 24th with the awesome Nathan from Elevation Church in Charlotte. You guys definitely, they're in the Archer Network too. If you're not subscribed to them, like the billions of people already are, run on over there. That way you can hang out in the chat with me, Melissa. We all go there on Sundays to church, so come hang out with us at 11:30. All right. And if you are in or around Detroit and Nashville, We will be talking with the awesome Nathan and Chelsea and Vicky from Elevation Church, and we're going to be doing some watch parties. Could be some digital, might be a couple in person, so we'd love to have you there. So come hang out and go to church with us, all right? It's all family. Okay, and then the other one coming up is that on April 1st, all right, for April Fool's Day, because I'm Archer, so I have to embrace some kind of a holiday in some way, and that's a good one. But I will announce and release the ticket sales for the first ever digital meet and greet. All right, no travel required, no hotels, no accommodations. What it'll be is when you purchase there'll be 33 spots available. Yeah. I think that sounds kind of cool. Anyways, I'll dial the rest of that in. The tickets will be purchasable through Eventbrite, and you'll receive a Zoom link. We'll all hang out, and we'll do everything that we do on the channel. Jam with the guitars. I'll have them tuned. And we'll do some spirit box work, talk to Titanic, do other channelings. We're going to have Melissa, of course, will be there, so she's going to do some reads and some oracles. And we'll answer and do personal readings for everybody that buys and pays for a ticket. We'll hang out. And we also will record it, so everybody that attends gets their own private video recording of it. It will never, ever see the light of the internet. It will never make it to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, any of it. So the attendees will be the only ones that know what goes down. What happens at the meet and greet stays at the meet and greet, all right? Without being bound by YouTube community guidelines, it could be rather interesting, all right? And I've also been in talks with Shelly, who has the awesome Manifesting Magical AF Journal. ASF. Sorry, I forgot the S. Anyways, this is available for purchase. It's in the link tree too. You can grab it up. All right, it's available, and it's available from her channels and her sites too. She will be coming on as well, and we're going to be doing some talks, and she's got some neat manifesting powers that she'll be doing. It's a special gift from her to the channel as a thank you. All right. She reached out, we were talking and talks behind the scenes for it, and I'm like, I think that would be cool to have like me and Mel, and then Shelly's going to be there. You know, maybe we'll get Monica from the Blooming Feminine Academy too, and we will make it a healing meet and greet. It'll be fun. I'll do my usual stupid dorky stuff. I'm still Archer. I'm still just a scruff from Detroit. I did my time in Delray. My fellow Michiganders know Delray, Detroit is different than Delray, Florida. Anyway, right? Oh, my early 20s. It was such a different time. Anyways, turn of the century, the 2000s. Oh my goodness, such good times. Anyways, I am the king of pop culture references. That's my name. Don't wear it out. But yes, so on April 1st, we'll make that announcement, which April 1st, I checked it out. Not only is it April Fool's Day, love Aries energy. Happy early birthday, Aries. But it's also a Wednesday. How about that now? So I'll be making the announcement during the all signs. Isn't it cool when God lines stuff up, right? If people like when people get frustrated and have rough times with stuff that's going on, usually when they reach out finally and they ask God for help, God's like, what took you so long? I wonder why you've been trying to do my job this whole time. But when I looked at it, I'm like, April 1st falls on a Wednesday. Bingo. And so that's when we'll announce it, and then we'll do the releasing on the tickets. Maybe it'll be somewhere around Aries Taurus season is when we'll actually do it. That would put us somewhere around like April 20th, April 21st. We're going to figure it out, but it's going to be a fun time. So, all right, with all of that cool awesomeness said, keep Taurus. Oh, thank you, joyfully yours. Praise the Lord to you too. Sending prayers, sending blessings, peace and love to everybody here. All right, you guys ready to do an all signs? And so I don't forget, happy birthday, Pisces. I know your season's almost over, but if you are here hanging out with us for your birthday, happy birthday to you. If it's already come, happy belated. If it is still yet to come, not only are you a cusper, but happy early birthday, okay? So now with that said, I still have to follow God's rules. We have to start with Aries. I'm sorry, Pisces. There's an order for a reason. We got to maintain ordinance and balance in the universe. So let's go. Let's do it to it. Doobie-doobie-doo. Don't worry, Pisces. You do always wind up getting rewarded for everything that you have to do, sitting there patiently waiting for all the other 11 signs to play their small violins. No, I'm just kidding. You will get your turn. All right. Let's begin. And thank you guys all for being here. All the messages, whatever comes out, highest grade is good. If there is something I need to warn you about, I'll convey it across. All right. When you're with me, I'm your ride or die. Got your back. I'm your crystals. Have you seen my chariot? It's bulletproof, and it sounds like Mr. Feeney, and it's air conditioned with T-tops. All right. So when you're with me, you're ultimately protected. I'm your ride or die. Got your back, and I'm your crystals. So you ready for this? Let's do it. Ready, Dolly? Ready, Nancy? Yeah, let's rock and roll. Hi, Amanda. Joyfully yours like, no. One of these days, what we're going to do is take all 12, I'll write all 12 signs down on like Post-it notes, and we'll throw them in the hat, And then I'll just pull into the hat, and whatever one I pull out, we read that in that order. That'll be fun. We should do that sometime. Hi, Rebecca. What up, darling? Gumby. What's up, Gumby? Oh my gosh, you just brought back childhood memories. I used to love watching that show. Claymation, man. Claymation. The forerunner of CGI and AI was Claymation. Anyways, okay. Aries, let's begin. Let's dig into it. Let's go for it. All right. Aries, let's put you at 10:30. What's up? How you doing, Aries? Thank you very much for being here and being a part of this. If you have missed your most recent reading here on the channel, it's available in the March playlist. We just did it on Monday. All right? So think about your person, and let's dive in. Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries. God, tap me in, tune me into Aries energy, please, and give me everything you got for our amazingly awesome Aries. What do we got for Aries? Give me some thoughts, feelings, intentions going forward in the week ahead. All right, let's do it. You ready? 2 shuffles. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome Aries. That's when your person fell for the leader of the pack. Vroom, vroom. Overall energy we have on this is the 8 of Swords. And I literally feel the energy of being stuck if you were actually trying to drive a Trans Am up a snowy mountain road in Tennessee in January, right? This is a stuck energy. A lot of pressure with the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, but the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Cups is hanging out underneath there. So I do feel like there's an end to all the frustrating pressure, 8 of Swords, that you've been facing lately. Like feeling like you're stuck in a pressure cooker that you're not going to get out of. I actually see the pressure relieving. Hey, Sandy. What up, good sir? How you doing? All right, let's go. 7 cards. The 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. The Queen of Cups is Cancer. The Death card is Scorpio. Whoa, hey, get back there, you cards. Where are you going? The Star card for Aquarius. The Magician card is Gemini and Virgo. 9 of Swords is Gemini. Page of Wands, I pull Leo off of. And the only reason, because in the tarot, the pages, they're still young. They don't know what they want to be when they grow up yet. They still got time to figure it out. So they're a wild card. Kings are mutable. Queens are cardinal. Knights are fixed. These little guys can be whatever they wish to be still. All right, the world hasn't looked at him like Red Foreman or something from that 70s show and been like, yeah, you got to get a job. But I do pull Leo energy. Maybe somebody here wants to still be like a musician or somebody is a singer-songwriter. Okay, so the stresses that they're causing with their like kind of like their childish antics and some of the coldness in that is what feels like it's frustrating you. All right, because it's kind of like you were ready, you were all in, things were going good, and then all of a sudden you wound up getting ghosted with the Death card. Because on the Star card, they hadn't finished a part of their healing journey yet. All right, Aquarius and Scorpio energy. But keeping your thoughts and your prayers powerful when you start seeing signs about them and stuff, that's actually paying out on this one. Because it's not so much about what does the sign mean if I see their car everywhere or I see repeating numbers. It's more of God getting your attention to whatever you're thinking about at that moment. The sign shows up to be like, whoa, Aries, focus on that, right? All right, so that's letting you know whatever you wish to assign to it, think of it like ChatGTP. The 3 of Pentacles building Solomon's temple in the biblical tarot, but it's the guardian angels working behind the scenes to help you build your future into the direction you wish it to go from those Ace of Pentacles little mustard seeds you've planted over time, right? The Capricorn vibes on this is like the guardian angels are working behind the scenes to see what happened because it's got you kind of curious about like, how could this have been going somewhere so well and then just crickets, right? Cancer, Capricorn energy comes in on that too. And you or them could be born on the 3rd, the 13th, or the 31st comes out. The 1st and the 17th is here along with the 9th, also the 11th so far. Something about the 19th might even hit too. There's the Queen of Wands. Oh boy, they still want to try to make this work. King of Pentacles, C, and the 3 of Cups. This is a bit of emotional immaturity because it's almost like Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. It's like you felt like in the page, well, it's a lot of page energy. The age difference is a big factor here. Okay? You got like the older one has more life experiences than the younger one. Okay? You guys speak different languages. You know? One of you guys totally understood when I said, that's my name, don't wear it out. And the other one would be like, what are you talking about? Some of you guys knew who Mr. Feeney really was, because William Daniels, I think he is an Aries, actually. But then some of you guys knew who, like, what's he talking about, right? Some of you guys actually knew I was talking about Dr. Daniel Craig from Saying Elsewhere. You go, mature Aries. Aries mom has got it going on. Anyways, so it's like you're just tired of them needing more time or always being too busy. And then they always wind up leaving you hanging or leaving you unread But like when they're ready and they're all in and ready to go, you're good to go, right? Good when they need you, but when you need them, they're not there for you. And then they ghost, or, oh, sorry, I had other plans. Oh, sorry, I had things going on, right? Some of you guys, maybe like there's kids involved or something, right? And they're trying to like balance and make time. But I really feel for most of you guys, it's like their ego is who they're cheating on you with. There's no third party. Nobody else really put up with them. And the thing, they're just like, there's so much about themselves. And they're like, wait, I need more time to figure things out. I need more time. And it's almost like did you call them out on it or something like that? Because that's kind of the thing I'm feeling on it. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy on this one. Leo, Sagittarius. There's not a lot of passion going down here. There's no fire. There's earth, there's water. Minimal on the air department. See, communication is weak or off, little to none right now. And you got no fire. There's no spark in it. You're burnt out because of all the frustrations. You too, Ellen. Thanks for coming by. Be safe too. All right. So it's with you being tired of them always needing more time or giving you reasons and excuses to be hanging around. It's kind of like cross watchers, sit your phone down and make time for Aries a little bit, please and thank you. Right? They love having you around and being like, yep, me and Aries, we got something going on. It's great. But then they're never actually really in it and committed to it. They got no problem entertaining all the other energies, but then they're really Two of Swords testing your faith in the fact that they're like, I got Aries, Aries will be fine. Or it's like they're trying to control you with the silence a little bit. Like, well, I'll just leave Aries over here and tell everybody me and Aries are a thing. And you're like, whoa, 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 slow your roll. If you're going to really want to do this, let's come in mature and balanced. So it is part of their healing coming in here because they have no problem ghosting you or ghosting others. And then it's like some attention-seeking energies that comes in. So they had to really stop pushing you around onto the back burner and making you feel like everyone or everything else was more important than you. Okay, I could, make some time for you. Actually go out on dates with you, even if it's just go to a park, get connected, touch grass. For those of you on the other side of the world right now, go to an ice skating rink. Or actually for some of you on this side of the world, because if you're from Michigan, you know, Michigan's the state where we get 60-degree morning lows and 20-degree evening highs. Another reason why I want to move to Tennessee. Anyways, meanwhile, random Archer fact nobody cares about. Back at your reading, the Page of Pentacles to the Page of Swords is that they are trying to reflect back in a way of reaching out. They're trying to find a way to sweep things under the rug and not take accountability for it. But the Magician card says you're not letting them get away with that this time because you've given them a lot of chances. It does seem, though, like they seek validation from like everyone else around them, right? Instead of being happy with themselves. Maybe something about like family or something's a reason. Because even though on the Magician card in the Biblical Tarot, which if you want any of the decks that I've got and that I use on the channel, I went through Amazon, copy-pasted all the links down in the description box, so help yourself, okay? You can take the wrench out of the mod, but you can't take the mod away from the wrench. Anyways, I'm not seeing, hey Zane, oh my gosh, how you been? Hi, you kind of get it. You're Northern Michigan, you know what up. Did you see the power lines around Houghton Lake going down? I used to snowmobile on those things back in the day. I don't see Moses. I see his brother, Aaron. Right? And nobody really wrote about this in the Bible much. How Aaron used to be like, yeah, my brother parted the Red Sea, big whoop, want to talk about it? Right? There's a little bit of something like that gets involved or gets in the way. Right? Gemini, Virgo energy. Mercury retrograde's working to cut that thing out. Because they needed to get into a point of King of Cups maturity, emotionally and balanced and stable, so that they could have that Queen of Cups real love that you're looking for. You know what I mean? Two of Swords, just like God testing Abraham. And Isaac was a cool kid. Me and him went to school together in that timeline. He was a cool kid. Ten of Cups. They're only hoping that she'll give him a chance. Six of Cups. There's the Nine of Wands and the Chariot. Cancer, Sagittarius show up right at the end, barging through, overcoming the obstacles, and showing up to close either the energetical or the physical distance between the two of you guys. I like this for you guys. Aries, if you do want to book a personal reading or check out everything else the channel has to offer here, just scan that QR code up there and the link's pinned in my bio, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. All right, that'll take you over to the Archer Network. But Ten of Cups, Six of Cups. This retrograde does have them emotionally reflecting back on some of the stuff that they did, especially for those of you that there are kids involved, and seeing what their Ten of Cups dreams really were with you all along. So the thing on this is that they really needed to work on becoming emotionally happy and balanced within themselves so they stopped neglecting you. And so they're having an awakening is maybe a result of a dream. 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And literally, as we are recording this live stream, the new moon in Pisces is getting ready to happen. It happens at 9:23 p.m. Eastern time. Want to go out and look at it? You can't. Because it's hidden. The side of the moon illuminated during a new moon is the side facing the sun. That's why we don't see it. It's just we get to see the moon's butt. That was kind of funny. Anyways, but it happens tonight. So all that Pisces energy, everybody's dreams are going off the Richter scale a wee little bit. Dude, we had a meteor crash in Cleveland the other night. We had NASA watching A1 Atlas for like 6 months. They missed a rock barreling at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Cleveland rocks. Where am I going with all that? Anyways, but I thought it hit there up in like northern Michigan. I swore it came from that direction. I heard it in Detroit. But anyways, so this awakening that they're going to is a result of the dreams. They had a dream where they completely lose you. And I mean lose gone by, oh, you want to know what it is? Okay, let's find out. Knight of Swords, God like, you didn't do this to them, Aries. God's like, I did that. I'm getting the, God's in Snoop Dogg mode. God's like, I want to thank me. I'll put that dream in their head for Aries. What they dream about? Justice. Libra shows up with the Empress. Whoa. Aries, they had a dream that God planted up in their bowl of oatmeal up here, that you left them, got married, found someone else, and had children, family, and everything with them. They woke up freaking out. So if you're already talking to them or they've already made contact, they already had the dream. If not, they're going to have the dream in this week ahead. All right, this new moon vibe, Mercury going direct, Jupiter going direct, stuff's getting ready to happen. And that's where they pop out. Like, you know how usually it's like they're like when the girl's like, I had a dream about you cheating on me, so I'm leaving you. And it's like, no, where was the dream at? In the woods. There was a lot of loggers. They were cutting down trees. And that's when the guy's like, see, no, you were dreaming. I was snoring next to you. But what I'm seeing is because of the dream, it leads to them actually taking accountability and showing up, coming in correct for you. The movements of Venus, big time affecting you and your person, Aries. Libra, Taurus energy, both of them, they're co-parents of Venus. Something about co-parenting could be an issue. But you got about a 91% chance of like an actual King of Pentacles mature talk this week that actually gets things back on track. I kind of dig it. I like it. Granted, I'm kind of side-eyeing your person a little bit too, but I dig the way they're attempting to come in much more mature than they tried before. I like it. Okay, Aries, I do hope that helps. And until next we meet, I love you and I'll see you then. Please hype and like the reading. Interact with each other down in the comment section. And we're a fam here. Just hang out. All right. And until next we meet, I will see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Bye. All right. Onward and forward to Taurus. Everything going good? No more snow in Michigan. I swear I can't get out of this state fast enough. It's crazy. Beware the Ides of March, 3 feet of snow in the Upper Peninsula, and then some goober goes out on a snowmobile, gets stuck in the Straits of Mackinac. Coast Guard's got to go save him. Not saying that happened to me once before or not. It used to be a lot of fun taking snowmobiles across open water. That was fun. I was stupid when I was a kid. Anyways. All right, Taurus. On to Taurus. Let's rock and roll. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop, boom. Am I doing okay, Mel? Audio's amazing. Bet. Thank you, Carrie. Most de nadas. Mucho de nadas. I'm working on my Spanish. But okay. I love you, Joyful Years. Thank you. Thank you for appeasing an old man with dad jokes, a dad bod, and no kids. I missed the boat somewhere. All right, on to Taurus. Taurus, hi, what's up? You're going to be at 24 on the nose. Let's rock and roll. Let's do it, Taurus. All right. God, tap me and tune me into Taurus's energy and fill me in what's going on for Taurus and the one on their mind for the week ahead. All right, whenever Taurus finds his reading, it's 7 days to it. All right, Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? Don't worry, Taurus, I totally got your back. I'm a Cancer, all right? And from everything I've read and studied in my 30-plus years, I'm lying, 40-plus years, I'm not allowed to lie, 40-plus years on this planet. What I have found out is Cancer and Taurus go together quite well. So here, bully, I got some fourth house stability for you. Let's see what your person did and messed up. Let's go. All right, Taurus, 2 shuffles. Let's do it. Here we go. Oh, hi. What's up, Jerts? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck. Whoa, that's a sloppy shuffle. For the terrifically tenacious, triumphant Taurians. Toro. Overall energy is the Knight of Swords. God making some chess moves. and somebody really fighting, wanting to open up and talk. The Knight of Swords is somebody that knows what they want to say, and they might speak a little fast before like thinking, right? This is somebody that's a fast talker, smooth talker, silver-tongued devil. With the Hanged Man on the Four of Wands, it could be your twin flame. All right, could be the rewards for the journey or the lessons learned with the Five of Wands down here. Because you do have to learn these lessons and go through these tests. You know, you can't have the easy without the hard, you know. But those lessons are what leads to a Six of Wands success, so that with those lessons learned on the Five of Wands, you can clear the Seven of Wands obstacles out of the way to Eight of Wands move forward into a Nine of Wands apology and Ten of Wands completion of a cycle. So the story is progressing forward, much like how in Hollywood, when the actors have to walk down a hallway while they're talking, it gives the element of the storyline moving. Is somebody in the entertainment industry? That's a rather specific thing. Okay, let's go. Let's find out where it's going with this. You got Aquarius hanging out. Pisces is here with the Hanged Man. Aries. I don't know why, but on the Hanged Man, it's like, why are neither of you guys talking just yet? There's like a deliberate hangman pause being placed into something. 12th house Pisces vibes. All right, you want to find out? Let's go. What's up, Hannah? Oh my gosh, the Queen of Cups in the Biblical Tarot is Hannah, the Mother of Faith. Keep your prayers strong, Hannah. You were literally, your parents chose to give you that name for a reason. That's so cool. All right. We have the Six of Cups is Scorpio. The Three of Swords comes out. That's Libra. The Six of Pentacles is more Taurus. Some of you guys, it could be Taurus on Taurus or Taurus on Libra, because you guys are co-parents of Venus. And Venus's movements, I really think Venus's movements are going to be affecting you in the week ahead and your person. Don't worry, you're not in this alone. Queen of Swords, more Libra. The Nine of Cups for Pisces. The Justice card is, there's a lot of Libra. Whoa, that's heavy, Doc. And then the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn. Now the pages are, they're still just wild cards. So maybe there's an age difference or a difference in mindsets or upbringings, okay? Because the Page of Pentacles, it's a wild card. Kings are mutable, queens are cardinal, knights are fixed in the tarot. The pages, they haven't decided what they want to be. Their possibilities are limitless, right? But this does show communication, like you guys want to talk. Some of you guys, you or your person could be born in the 3rd or the 6th, maybe the 9th. Ooh, 369. Some of you guys are definitely in your law of attraction mode, doing your Abraham Hicks, your Nikola Tesla. Some about the 8th and the 28th comes out, as well as the 18th too with this Justice card, Libra energy, okay? So the Justice card talks about achieving balance, okay, over both the masculine and the feminine energies in somebody's chart, right? Your left brain, right brain, emotion and logic, right? So I do see some balance coming in from whatever this Three of Swords was. If I didn't know better, I'd say you're going through an awakening in the week ahead that leads to some balance from a long time of breadcrumbing that was going on in your life, right? Oh my gosh, I want to visit Louisiana. I have never been. I want to go to New Orleans still. That's on my bucket list. Hi, thanks for coming, Annette. Okay, so whatever this awakening is, it's going to bring you into some clarity out of all these confusing times that you've been having going on. But the thing on it is, it's like you've got more than one energy or more than one person that, like, thinking you're done with them, not just the person you had to cut out because of their antics. Interesting. I think I might need some clarifiers, because Nine of Cups of the Queen of Swords, you got some people that you've Queen of Swords cut out, but then you got some people that, like, maybe it's like almost like you're praying that they're still there or something, or they're praying for you. Something like that. There's a bit of blessings comes in, because it's the woman that went to the well and met Jesus at the well, but there's a lot of water. And remember the whole story of the woman at the well? How, like, Jesus kind of knew she had like 4 or 5 wives or husbands or whatever over the course. Some of you guys, it might be a same-sex thing. But it's that vibe, that there's more than one person. It's like Taurus is mine, and Taurus is like, I'm not anybody's at the moment after what I've been through. I need a minute to connect to the earth. But then, like, you hop online or people are spreading stuff behind the scenes, and you got these people know that these people think that you're with this person, with that person, and you're like, oh my God, I'm just trying to get myself emotionally under control. Nine of Cups, right? Interesting. But then you've also got this little wallflower just hanging out off to the backside. Like there's somebody you put in a safe zone or something like that, and you're keeping an eye on them behind the scenes or something. Okay, hold on. I need clarifiers. The base. This is deeper than just a surface level energy. I got to go a little deeper. We got Scorpio and Pisces, a lot of Libra, and a lot of Taurus. But then I pulled this little Capricorn vibe down here. And I feel Gemini energy, but I'm not seeing Gemini cards yet. Four of Pentacles. See, yeah, you're closed off. You're protecting yourself. Six of Swords. You're trying to just maintain some flow and get yourself together with the Six of Wands. Okay? So this kind of fits. Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands. It leads into the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. You're wanting to get yourself in order and in checks and balances. So it's like you had to cut this one person out because they were starting way too much drama. Like telling everyone your business, telling everyone like they're still trying to get your attention, trying to magician you into their life. And the Two of Pentacles, I don't know what's going on with Taurus. Me and Taurus are fine. And you're like, oh my gosh, why are they doing that? Right? King of Cups, Eight of Wands. The drama or the attention seeking around you in the peanut gallery, there's just too many chefs in the kitchen, right? Too many people think they know what's going on, and through all of it, you're getting tired of like the stories and that. For some of you guys, like they went and posted pictures of you and them on their social media, and it's turned into just complete chaos. It's like, whoa, what's going on, right? Somebody tried to become a third party that, like, in your mind is no way a third party. And it's got you totally doubting love, not trusting love, and thinking everybody's out to get you. And you know what? I could totally understand why you'd feel that way. Eight of Wands and Nine of Wands, people like with Apple locations, trackers, and weird stuff like that going on. Why can't they just let you be you, Taurus? What's up with that? No wonder you get into that direction. Sagittarius. I'm pulling a lot of mutable energy off of these cards, even though these are both Sag cards, the Eight and the Nine of Wands, that things are moving towards an apology or something. But I feel all the mutable vibes. I feel Virgo and Gemini and Sag and Pisces off of this. Your person might have a lot of mutable placements in their chart. Ow! The heck was that? The cards just shocked me. That was weird. Why did that just happen? Why does all the cool stuff happen with you, Taurus? This is cool. It's probably the Taurus Cancer thing. I'm a July 7th Cancer. The Eight of Cups. Oh. Okay. The Eight of Cups on the Strength card. Some of you guys got some strong Leo in your chart because you just looked at me and said, Archer, could we please stop entertaining that option? Walk away. I'm like, oh. Whoa. Okay. Anyways, Judgment card. Fair enough. You've made your choice. This is your reading, Taurus. I've never had cards electrocute me. That's shocking. Anyways. So, okay. So the thing on this is that like, okay, everyone's got this like, this thing trying to make everybody else think that you're in a strong relationship with them, but then like, through all of it, then you've got like, they've just been getting the way of the one that you really want to be with. And you're the one that you really want to open the door back up. And that's why you were like, zap, no, Archer, stop talking about them. Because you're tired of them taking over your reading. You want to talk about the person on your mind. I got you. You're like, Archer, people in my life have taken over my life a billion gajillion times. I want to talk to Toby Keith. I want to talk about me. I want to talk about okay, all right. I'm on your team, Taurus. Let's go. All right, so we're going to disconnect from that energy, even though they're going to reach out and try to apologize 10 more times, because with the Five of Swords, you're like, I've heard every apology. I've heard every reason. No, thank you. So what's up with this person you want to you want to kind of open the door back up to? All right, God, filter out the third parties that aren't really third parties and give me just the person that is truly on Taurus's mind. Ace of Pentacles. Boom. Okay, we're tuned in. We're good. Filters applied. The Hierophant. This is your reading. You know what I say. When your sign's major arcana comes out for your reading, you're taking your power back. Okay? Nice. With the Ace of Wands. Taurus. This is the one person that if they do wave a red cape in front of you, you might want to charge at them. And I'm a grown man. I'm not going to try to imitate a bull. I'm not a matador. But the Eight of Swords. This is why you haven't been able to talk to this person yet, because you got the whole peanut gallery getting in the way of things. Okay. All right. I dig it. Give me a little bit more on the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, Libra energy. For some reason, Cancer and Pisces are here too. Isn't that what I just randomly let 4 cards come out of the biblical deck to make the title card. And if I don't remember what they were at this point because I wasn't really paying attention. I was just letting my intuition do it. Isn't that what the title card is on this reading? That's freaky. What are we doing, Taurus? This is fun. I kind of like you. All right, I want more on this, though. Taurus, okay, with your cards electrocuting me, if you totally definitely want to book a personal reading with me or check out the other stuff on the channel, scan the QR code. All right, the links are in the descriptions, the comments. They're also pinned in my bios on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Takes you over to the Archer Network, the automated booking site, and all the trustworthy links are there. So help yourself. All right. Now, okay, why did my cards electrocute my fingers? Page of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the High Priestess. Because even though your guys' bodies have been apart, your souls don't know the difference. Your souls still think you guys are connected. You guys have been talking to each other the whole time. Cancer, Pisces, Libra. Who's this again? Page of Wands, Sagittarius. Okay, gotcha. Oh my gosh. So, okay. Like maybe you're feeling like you may have overlooked somebody, Page of Swords, due to this obsessive person that's been around you in your energy. Yet, the High Priestess, they're kind of a wallflower over here that's been like patiently letting you find your way. Page of Swords. So even though it's looking like they might have like Ten of Wands moved on, and maybe you're fearing it a little bit that it's becoming like a missed opportunity or something. Is it just based on Page of Swords? Is it because of what you're seeing online? Like you got the peanut gallery that's driving you up the wall, driving you batty, and then you get home alone at night and hop on one of your fake profiles. I didn't hear nothing. What? Judgment free zone, whatever. And it's like, then you go check this other person out and you're like, they've moved on, Archer. I think I had to deal with so much crap up here that I let this person, oh God, they moved on. Okay, then we got to pull on the Page of Swords real quick for you. I want to know if they did too. Thank you. That's okay. They have not moved on because as I was asking the question, the deck jammed. Okay, spinny hugs. Deck jams equals spinny hugs. The Wheel of Fortune. Speaking of decks jamming, the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Cups. This does show that Wheel of Fortune turning and cycling back around, and they're exercising their free will. The obstacles have been moved out of both of your guys' life because when the Knight of Cups knows what they want, ain't nothing stops a knight from pursuit. Right? Knights in chess game can even move diagonal. So they haven't moved on anywhere. It's not a missed opportunity, Taurus. It's all happening exactly in the time God planned it to. So what I'm seeing online is whomever it is that this person's interacting with, it's just some people that are in their life to teach them a little bit of a lesson in confidence. Because if they had slightly had a little more confidence, they wouldn't let you get away. But even if they had had a little more confidence, the peanut gallery would have screwed it all up. That's why it couldn't happen sooner. God didn't want all of this to mess up this. This is really good High Priestess stuff. That's a high level connection. It's like coming out of the twin flame energy and elevating into the kingdom spouse journey. This person's a little different than everybody else, right? This is the one that kind of gets you feeling some kind of way, right? And so the vibes on this one is that they're going to pass this lesson in confidence, just like you're passing a lesson in setting boundaries and enforcing them so people don't keep running all over you. They just weren't very nice. And this person is, what? Oh my God, they're watching you online too. You guys got a lot of extra time on your hands. And even though both of you guys are like, no, I don't, then I'm like, oh, okay, why do I see all these fake accounts? I don't even have time to run Archer and my personal one, let alone, what? I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning even. I might have missed breakfast. I don't remember. Anyways, doesn't matter. So anyhow, the thing on this is it's like this retrograde has let you cut out the peanut gallery of the crazies, take a pause, ground, reflect, and get that wheel rolling in the right direction, right? So you don't feel like you're stuck anymore. So you got like a total 81% chance of this working out this week. There's going to be contact. I totally should have had a V8 Joyful Years. I'll tell you what, they should have too. I see this getting back on track. I like it for you, Taurus. Your cardinal energy is strong, okay? You got Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn showing up for you. Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Leo are here. Who's that? That's more Libra. Sagittarius, Leo. Hold on, the strength card took a flying leap off the table. Leo, get back here. Leo. Hey, Leo, don't you scratch my paw. Stop. I'll declaw you, Leo. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I like Leo's nails. Leos always get their nails done pretty. Anyways, cool colors. I'm a colorblind dude, so for me, it's really cool. But anyways, I digress. So I hope that helps, Taurus. Keep us posted down in the comments section, all right? And hype and like the reading. interact. Let us know when this gets going, because you guys both actually do still want this. We just had to weed out some of the riffraff, like about 5 or 6 people, 6 of swords, 6 of wands. But then you guys can work things out, 6 of pentacles. And don't freak out. Google angel number 666. It's not what you think it is. It's about motivation. All right. See, I'm a Cancer. I got your back, Taurus. All right. Hope that helps. Otherwise, until next we meet, if you want to check out some more, I just did your recent weekly. It's in the March playlist. We just did it on Monday. All right. But otherwise, until next we meet, I will see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. I'm a Cancer. You totally know I love you, Taurus. That's like it's just a given. It's a given. All right. Do. Okay. What sign are we on? Who's next? Has Pisces been read yet? You know what? Tarot readers are actually really mean about that. Are we supposed to assume all you guys spend all day, every day memorizing the order of the zodiac? That's our job. That's our responsibility. No, Pisces, you haven't been read for yet. I know it's your birthday. All right. It's Gemini. That's all. I love you guys. We have way too much fun here. And you know what? Look what I'm here doing for a living. We are all going through some stuff, right? So if you can at least have a little chuckle, you know, you wind up way more like Heath Ledger and less like Robin Williams, you know. But you know what I mean. Gemini. Edex. I'm so glad you showed up, because look what I brought in. When I went and picked up coffee, I brought the deck out of the Jeep. We're going to use it for Gemini. This deck was a gift, the Wild Unknown. This deck was a gift from Edex. She's a fellow Geminian. All right, Gemini, you are going to be at 4147. So what's up, Gemini? How you doing? Thanks for being here. Hey, hi, Terry. What up? How you doing, Sharon? Hi, Tara. Glad you guys are here. Hi, Lisa. What up, darling? Hey, Diamond. All right. God, what do we have for Gemini coming up for the week ahead? From whenever Gemini finds this, add 7 days to it, please and thank you. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? I love reading for you guys, Gemini. I love reading for air signs, because you guys are like, don't rainbow unicorn it for me, Archer. Just give it to me straight. And that's why I love it. So let's do it. You ready, Gabriella? You ready, Edex? Let's rock and roll. Let's do it. Give me 2 shovels for Gemini. Let's set the rhythm and count in. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty fly Geminis, because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. That's the 8 of Wands. You got some communication showing up. Sagittarius energy on this. 8 of Wands comes in with the 10 of Wands. Oh, wow. And the High Priestess. You're not really focusing on them right now. And it's driving them a little crazy. They're feeling all 6-7 on this one, because it's almost like they thought whatever it was they were doing was going to get your goat or something. But in reality, you were like, and they're like, what? You're like, nope. And they're like, you stumped them. What did you do, Gemini? I need 7 cards like right now. The 10 of Pentacles. I knew it. You're focusing on you. And the Magician comes in. Are you flipping the script on them with a little reverse psychology? 9 of Pentacles. They're lying. They don't have anybody else. Oh, Gemini. They're lying. They're in Napoleon Dynamite complex. Don't get jealous, because I've been online chatting with babes all day. And in reality, they're 9 of Pentacles. And they're doing it because you're 9 of Pentacles. You're like, no problem. If you can't come in correct, I'm just going to do me and focus on me. Right? You're working to better yourself, better your path. And it's getting this person's attention way more than you think. Okay? By the way, by the end of this year, Gemini, I don't know what you're planning, because like this is a collective reading, and I'm reading for a bunch of Geminis. But I am supposed to tell you by the end of this year, you're in a different tax bracket. You might have to get used to doing quarterlies. It's fun, but you get used to it after a minute. I had to too. It's cool. My Merrill Lynch guy's awesome. But anyways, now on the 19 Pentacles that comes in. So I don't think they ever really took you seriously until all this happened. And so you've got them realizing that the time to like man or woman up and get consistent for you, it might they're fearing, okay, straight up, they're fearing that they missed the boat. Okay? Oh, thanks, Annette. Did you rebuke the energy? Because it's like they tried, they thought they could call your bluff, and when you stayed all 9, 10 of Pentacles, you didn't react to it. They're like, crap. The Three of Wands. It's like you put a little bit of distance or told them you needed distance or time or space or didn't even say anything with it on the Three of Pentacles. But the guardian angels are kind of backing you up on this. You do have a Six of Pentacles balance coming in. They couldn't keep breadcrumbing you, right? Giving little bits, not being all in or committed, or making you feel like they were only in it for one thing. And you're, maybe some of you guys got stuck in a friend zone or a situationship, and you're like, whoa, right? Because that's why you had the Queen of Swords, Dave Coulier, cut it out and try to find a little peace in your own life, right? Because they brought a lot of chaos to it. But the Eight of Wands still shows in the silence, the story is progressing forward. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for the hand heart. You are awesome. Thank you, doll. Okay. I think like you told them nope. They're like, come on, Gemini, no means yes. And you're like, nope, we're not in that generation anymore, right? I don't know. Like you needed them to get serious. The Page of Swords, they're still looking. The Page of Cups, wanting to make an offer. And we still got that Ten of Wands coming right back with the Page of Wands. Nope, that's the King of Wands. There's the Page of Swords that comes in. You guys are both snooping on each other because I've got both the masculine and the feminine energies of the Page of Swords. So, like, I don't think they thought you were serious. But the thing is, it's because you've forgiven them a few times already before. But this was that last time that it's like, oh, whoa, I don't know, right? Because you told them, no, I'm not. Every time you forgive them, it just happens again. But yet you guys are both Page of Swords. You're both like, it seems like all the times you wanted to talk about this, the direction of where it was going, whatever it was, like whatever it was you did or tried recently, it actually did work better than you know. Because every time you wanted to talk about where we were going, right? They would, hold on, we're gonna hold on, look over here, right? They never wanted to address that and get serious. So I think it's like you brought it up again. They did the usual bit and like, well, oh, hold on, Gemini, right? I told you, I'm still trying to. And then they like, did you ghost them before they could ghost you this time? It's like you knew that this was coming and you didn't plan this. You're like, Archer, I am literally just doing me. I don't know why everybody thinks Gemini is such a vindictive little sign. I'm literally just doing me, right? Because you guys are both working on learning lessons. Like, it seems like all the times that you wanted to talk about it, they didn't. Like, did you start talking to other people or start looking in a different direction? And like, they're like, wait, Gemini never does this. Usually when this happens, Archer, Gemini goes and they pout, they stay at home, they don't do anything. But then I heard or saw online or something, is Gemini talking to somebody else, Archer? And I'm like, maybe you should dial direct, Crosswatcher. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, that was the problem all along with the lovers. You never dialed direct. Gemini, you're taking your power back from them in this reading because that's your major arcana with the lovers. Some of you guys might even notice, like, I don't know why, but I'm seeing a Gemini having to lock up their brakes in their car, not because of duck crossing across the road, being like, I got places to go, right? Could just be a sign to let you know I'm connected into your energy, but I want to see where this goes a little bit too. This is wild. Give me a couple more cards on the repeating threes I'm seeing. Some of you guys, your person could be born on the 3rd or life path 3 or 33. Ooh, welcome to Christ consciousness. It's a good time. You're a really old soul. The Four of Swords, the lovers, and check this out. The Four of Swords came out reversed. And yet when I put all my decks away, I reset and rephase the energies so the decks are cleansed. So if a card comes out reversed, I have to honor it that way in the fact that they don't like being put in the timeout. And that gave them some time to think about themselves. So they might have heard something about it. Ace of Swords communication. Did you hear Gemini's talking to somebody new? What? I thought we were doing the same thing we were usually doing. And somebody's like, no. Whoa. Hey, Angel Eyes. What up, girl? So it's like maybe you did start talking to somebody else or looking in another direction and they found out about it and realized you ain't playing around this time, and that's what put this Four of Swords into reverse. Because if they can't meet your expectations and come in correct, they can stay in the timeout, right? Oh gosh, I got to see what this does to them, because I'll tell you what, this is a total taking your power back with the Lovers card, where they're like, Gemini reinforced their boundaries. Archer, what do I do? And I'm like, well, you either put up or hush up. You know what I mean? And I think that's what they're getting to. So let's see where it goes. And thanks for being here too, Gemini. I love you guys. Gemini, Mars, and Mercury. I love being a Gemini. It's when my Mars and my Mercury activates, stuff like that happens. If you do want to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel and the network has to offer here, just scan the QR code up here or check out the link pinned in the bios on all the platforms and in the description and comments too. All right. Star card, you activated their healing. You were their catalyst. And the fact that they tried running the same games on you that they ran on everybody else, any other ex before they met you, and you were the one that got wise to it and activated them with Star card, Aquarius energy, and let them know that like their Three of Swords parties and games won't hurt. Even for those of you I'm seeing that you have busted them in the past cheating on you and you forgave them. Three of Swords. And it's like, how many times did they think they could get away with that? Because they were never showing up, never coming in committed. They were so worried about the status, the clout, what the neighbors think, what everybody thinks, that they never really asked themselves what you think, right? Always absentee from everything and leaving you holding the bag and doing all the work, especially for those of you that there's kids involved, right? Yep, Eight of Cups. They walked away from that mindset with the Hanged Man, hang around. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. This is just getting ready to get started on the Three of Cups, and it leads long term. When this shows up with a person in your vibes like this, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, this refreshes the energies and lets you guys come back in fresh for a new start. It cleanses the old space so that they don't dwell on the old stuff from the past and history doesn't have to keep repeating itself. Whether you really are actually talking to somebody else or they're just having fun building a conspiracy theory about you in their head, the Gemini had to have moved on. Gemini could not just be focused on themselves. Gemini's hot and Gemini's fun and Gemini's right. They're freaking out just a wee little bit. Even for those of you that are like Archer, I'm literally, this is what you're doing, Gemini. You're like, I'm at work. I'm getting my hair and my nails done. I got stuff going on, right? They're like, oh my God, Gemini has moved on. And it's kind of got them freaking out a little dinky bit. And that's what leads to the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Because it's like, if they're going to entertain other options, you're like, well, then I'm going to go entertain other options. And so, like, you totally called their bluff, right? And behind the scenes, they're cutting the stuff out of their side of the fence in order to get all the options put to rest. Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy, in order to show up and get serious and come in correct and be consistent for you. Okay? Looks like you got, I want to say you got like an 89-90% chance. Yeah, 89-90% chance of like a calm conversation this week that actually sets things right and puts things in place and lets them know that they're thinking with the right chakras. And then this can get on track the way it was supposed to. This was a very risky game they were playing and you put them in check. I love it for you, Gemini. Could be a Cancer. Leo's here too. Those two are kind of inseparable. Pisces is hanging out. Sagittarius. All the earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Feeling a lot of Virgo, Cancer, and Pisces. Aquarius is hanging out. You've got Taurus and Leo. It could be another Gemini for some of you guys. Sagittarius and more Scorpio. Yeah, that's Scorpio. There is Libra too. All right, so I hope that helps, Gemini. Remember to leave a comment down below, hang out and interact with the other commenters down in the chat, and hype like the reading on your way out, all right? And I did do your most recent reading. It's available in the March playlist. We did it on Monday, so if you've missed it, go ahead and check that out, and then until next we meet, I will see you then, all right? Love you, Gemini. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. What up, T-Boat? You're welcome. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to be here. That means more to me than anything. I love reading cards. It's what I do. But thank you guys. My pleasure, Gabriella. Thanks, Madden. Cancer. You see what Gypsy Bear's doing? Cappy Goat's doing? See what Madden's doing? Let's flood that chat. Let's see some red. Let's see some crab emojis. All right? Remember, hashtag Crab Lives Matter. Leave a comment down below. All right? Let's start making that a thing. Especially you guys. TikTok, Instagram, all that. Let's make that a movement. Hashtag Crab Lives Matter. All right. There we go. All right. Cancer. Gypsy Bear, Stephanie, Michelle. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Talon. You guys are rocking it. I love you guys. You guys are cool. You guys know how to make a grown crab feel loved. All right. Let's dig in, Cancer. You're going to be at 5444. Ooh. Repeating fours means something to you? All right. God, tap me into Cancer energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you got for the cardinal water sign. Because you know Scorpio and Pisces ain't got what you got. That's why you the boss. All right, King Crab. Okay, I'm a fellow Cancer. I kind of liked that one. All right. God, give me everything you got for Cancer and the one on their mind. What do we have for Cancer for the week ahead from when Cancer finds this reading? Add 7 days to it, please, and thank you. Por favor de nada. What is with me in Spanish so much right now? Oh, my God. All right, Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? Give me 2 shuffles, and let's dive in. Here we go. I like it. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the crazy cool Cancerians, because Cancer don't want no scrubs TLC style unless it's a doctor or a nurse. What? Huh? I don't know. Let's go, Cancer. Ooh. Hold on. I'm man enough to admit it. I'm holding the deck upside down. Okay. Cancer, you're going to find a little bit of a puzzle piece. You or your person will in the week ahead, because I just got the TikTok puzzle piece. Okay? So somewhere there's a little missing puzzle piece getting brought into place to work some stuff out with you and your person, okay? Because I do have the 10 of Wands as the overall energy, all right? Look how tired and frustrated y'all are. And you think this is just you that's trying to make it through your workday. Your phone's going off nonstop. Everybody needs from you. Cancer, 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 right? And you're like, you don't even remember what paperwork is underneath that cup of coffee right there because the coffee's gotten cold. And at the 10 of Wands, why do I... This is both you guys. This is all y'all's energy on this one. 10 of Wands, Sagittarius vibes. 10 of Pentacles, repeating 10s are showing up with the Knight of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. You guys are both tired of this cycle. You guys are both tired of it. Ah, stay bright. Thank you. Yeah, totally. Leave a comment. All right, leave a comment here on all the platforms. We're going to make this a movement. Hashtag Crab Lives Matter. All right? 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Virgo, Sagittarius. You got some strong mutable energy, but that Knight of Pentacles, this is something that's been going on for a long time. But that 4 of Cups, you guys are like, you got somebody nervous about reaching out. There's somebody that wants to contact you because it's like this has gone on long enough, and yet there's still some anxiety on both sides of the fence about communication. Okay, let's figure out where this goes, all right? Hey, Punky, what up, what up? All right, let's do it. I love it, Talon. Look how good it looks on the screen, too. If you guys look at TikTok, they got the hashtag Crab Lives Matter. Oh, I like it. We are totally making that a thing, Talon. I love it. All right. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, the High Priestess, Pisces energy, the Wheel of Fortune, Cancer and Sagittarius energy. Some of y'all could be dealing with another Cancer, maybe a Pisces or a Sagittarius. It's a lot of Pisces. 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, Capricorn and Aquarius shows up. 8 of Wands, more Sagittarius. It's kind of like we're watching the Kentucky Derby, because right now we have Pisces and Sagittarius neck and neck. Another Cancer following up in the 3rd, followed by Aquarius. And in the back, it's the 2. Anyways, I have no clue how that resonates. That leads to the Page of Cups. I knew it. You guys are both burnt out. This has either gone too far, 10 of Wands, or gone on long enough. And the Page of Cups, you both want to talk. Your person got some strong Pisces and Sagittarius in their chart. There's some mutable energies off the charts right now, that adaptability, right? Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. Scorpio's hanging out. And for those of you guys that have been like waiting to see the fox, all right, and you haven't seen that sign yet, there you go. And look at the fox. Look at who it's with. The fox is with your person while they're packing their stuff up, getting ready to leave wherever they are now and come your way. Something about a home move or something, or somebody moved out and they're going to be moving back in. Maybe somebody's just in real estate, or are some of you guys getting into astrocartography? I have a feeling that the location that you currently live at, Cancer, is not your forever location, and your new location also includes your person. You guys are all being like energetically Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune, I'm seeing like a funnel cloud or like a water spout funnel. Right? It's like all you guys from wherever is going, you guys are all being energetically drawn right in. You are feeling the energy off of this, and a similar message came out for Gemini. Maybe some of you guys are either cuspers or dealing with one. In the fact that, no, it was Taurus, I think. In the fact that your souls don't know that your bodies aren't currently near each other. So the souls are still connected, even though the physical tan-colored plants that you guys live in aren't. And because of that connection, this 8 of Wands is going to turn into a bit of an 8 of Pentacles. Wouldn't be surprised if I saw an Ace of Wands come out on this one. King of Cups, more Pisces energy. So, okay. you've got somebody nervous about reaching out, because like reaching out and making peace and making good with you is part of like their King of Cups self-love healing journey, okay? Because they do see a lot with you. Their dreams have been going off more than usual about you, okay? So if you've been having dreams about them, that's God giving both of you guys little previews of what's to come. If you're not dreaming, don't worry, they totally are. Hanged man energy on this one, okay? With the moon in Pisces, the earth in Pisces, there's like a lot of Pisces going on. Somebody might even have a Pisces stellium. But, so the work that you've done while you've just been in your shell during retrograde, right? Mercury is still in Gatorade for just a little bit longer. But the work that you've done while in said shell has... It's getting a little noticing. It's starting to pay out some emotional dividends for you here, okay? Like, King of Cups. These are the cards of self-care and self-love, right? Some of you guys might actually be like into like remote counseling or anger management, taking and getting therapy. And there's an emotional maturity payout working in your favor coming forward as a result of this, okay? So I thought so. The High Priestess shows up, okay? This is telling me on this one that they've noticed. They're not telling you they've noticed. This person might got more fake accounts than Carter got liver pills. How do I even know that joke? I'm not that old. There's an age difference, right? One of you guys don't get the jokes, the other one does. Somebody here gets all the Lulu, the other one's all 6 and 7, right? And like there was a little bit of a weird communication thing, right? You both are extremely old souls. You guys have done this dance many a times. So, oh, okay, so they've noticed, High Priestess, right? However, they're telling me, Archer, Cancer's moved on. And I'm like, how do you know this? They're like, what? I'm like, how do you know Cancer's moved on? What do you mean you think Cancer's moved on? They're like, I don't know anything. What? Huh? What? No. I'm like, are you looking at Cancer's profiles or social media or something? They're like, what? Huh? So I get it. They're sitting here behind the scenes accusing you. They're like, Cancer's moved on. I guarantee, I know Cancer's moved on. I can't. So they're still kind of projecting things that they do out onto you and onto others. And that's why they're bringing an end to this week. Because they left you, they moved on, or whatever it was. And yet now they're still behind the scenes coming to me going, Archer, Cancer's moved on. And I'm like, oh, you're still projecting. And they're like, what? I'm like, uh-huh. So there's something in the king. You guys are both in a point of like some self-love, some self-care. You are a cardinal water sign, so you could be slightly ahead of the curve. Could be dealing with another water sign. A lot of Scorpio and Pisces vibes. But then you got the fire signs on Sagittarius comes out, Leo and Aries. Could be another Cancer though too. So let me see a little bit more on this one. Because it's kind of like the vibes on it that I'm feeling are a bit of like they're coming to an end of this. They can't keep doing the projecting thing on this one. It's really giving you a lot of like insight into the insecurities they faced in their life before they met you. Basically, I mean, oh, some of you guys have known this right from the beginning, right? With the Fool card. Some of you guys have known this, that basically in the beginning, everything they were projecting out onto you basically told you the story of their life before they met you. You know more about them than you even think you do, and you know more about them than they think you do, because they're sitting here telling me, Archer, Cancer never listened to me. Cancer did this and Cancer did that. And I'm like, are you sure about that? And they're like, see, their guardian angels are getting them to question themselves. They're going, no, Cancer did this. Cancer's the bad guy or girl. And everybody around them's like, are you sure about that? And it's got them questioning themselves a little bit. So... And for those of you that actually have started talking to someone new, it's because they had you thinking they were entertaining a third-party option, right? In an attempt... Oh, God. Your person kind of went Elmer Fudd. And you're like, what? What do you mean, right? Whatever their plan was to attempt to make you jealous has backfired in their face like Elmer Fudd and Daffy Duck, right? Exactly. I mean, I'm not gonna complete the joke. I'm not a fan of guns and I don't believe in it. I lost a friend to gun violence back many moons ago. But anyways, yeah, Elmer Fudd and Daffy Duck in the beak backwards. Anyways, it's fine. Fool to the Nine of Cups. The analogy fits. I gotta go with it. All right. This could be something coming to a conclusion or coming together during the transformation between Aries and Pisces season, because we are in cusper energy right now. And that Nine of Cups, you know their dream that they had about you. You know the dream was about you guys being married. So if you guys already were married, they're reminiscing about it. If you guys, you know, yep, exactly, Mike. You know where I was going. If you guys are or were already married and in a pending divorce or something, they're dreaming about like how to restore it and like, you know, thinking back on the good times more than not. But I'm feeling like even for those of you that like it didn't make it to marriage, there was at least pillow talk of it. There was talks about like marriage, kids, and all that. Until Toby showed up and the devil got in the way, right? There's the devil to the Tower card, and we see exactly who caused the Tower card. And I look at the Tower card in my decks like a Jenga game, where this didn't happen overnight. There were little triggers and little things they kept doing to like rage bait you or get you to react, right? That finally caused the Tower card to collapse. But the Fool takes a leap from those collapsing Tower card moments in order to rebuild better than before, right? Like the engineers on the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Why they can't figure that out blows my mind. They keep working on one side of the tower. It's like, go to the other side of the tower and do the opposite. But anyways, maybe for some of you guys, they had to work to beat out an addiction. Drugs, alcohol, spending money, worrying about things like that. All right? Because it's like, so they're realizing their plan backfired, and now they got the devil breathing on their neck, being like, you screwed things up with Cancer, didn't you? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Cancer needs to take accountability too. What about what you did? Right? And they're kind of having a little bit of a freaky deaky out. Okay? So this is the catalyst, though, that leads to their awakening. Devil card on the Fool card. Capricorn, Aries energy. So this is kind of foolish a little bit. Hold on. Before I say this, let me get confirmed. The Tower card just turned reverse. You guys are going to rebuild from this, but I just got a really weird message off that Fool card. Hold on. Somebody painting a room or somebody's cat knock over paint. What? The Two of Wands, the Magician. Okay, I was right. The Two of Wands, the Magician. I was right. It's in an attempt to make you jealous, and it backfired, right? It's actually a game they ran on everybody else before they met you, but you're the one they chose to fall in love with behind the scenes after they ran the game. And it's like, so what it is like, so you're calling each other's bluff right now. And even this stage of the relationship has gotten out of hand because they're like, I'm going to work on me. I'm talking to somebody else. I'm talking to somebody better than you, Cancer. And you're like, fine, I'm talking to somebody better than you. And now this stage of it is, even this stage of it has gotten out of hand, right? Because now too many people know what's going on. Too many people have been brought into the situation. And that's why we've got all this major arcana, because both of you guys were like running like, and then everybody knows. Because this whole thing got out of hand and it got crazy. They're not in a third party. For those of you that know they're entertaining or talking to somebody else, they're doing the same thing they did to you to that person. Okay, so the thing on this is, it's like, Cancer, they're telling this other person the same exact thing they told you. I'm not ready for anything. I'm not ready. So, yeah, you guys are on like a weird long break or something, right? These Three of Swords parties that are in both of your guys' lives, they're karmic lessons. There's not relationships, there's not love here. These are lessons to show the both of you guys that you really had what you wanted all along. Okay? You think their life's going just great. They're just as tired as you are. Tower card, Devil card, Hangman, right? This is a lot. This is an avoidant that's an awakening up to this. And it's like, you've tried every option you've got to teach them tough love. And that's why you're tired on this one. And yet you guys are still a thing. Totally still a thing. Neither of you guys are interested in anybody else that you're interested in or talking to. So it's like, everything is actually happening exactly as it should at the moment. If it happened a moment sooner, Cancer, it would fail again. The cycle would repeat. Okay? trust in God's timing on this one. You guys are still a thing on a very weird, you're having a very weird fight on a very weird break, and you guys are still a thing, right? And it's just all out of hand. But I do see with all this major arcana that all this red tape, all these other people that have gotten involved, it's all of this is being overcome. Okay, if it happened any sooner, it's going to happen. It wouldn't allow for enough time for both of like you, for them to outgrow this, for you to set the boundaries, for everything to come into a more mature place. Okay, you guys will come back together long term. though. That's the thing. Even in this silence or this pause, Four of Swords between the two of you guys, it is still part of closing out this cycle, and the fact that you guys like to fight as it's like a form of Ace of Wands flirting, but this time it got way too out of hand, right? And you guys still come back together, and there's like this tension of like, well, why did you go talk to that person? Well, why did you go talk to that person? Well, why didn't you just commit? Why didn't you go? Why were you an avoidant? Why weren't you fall in? And then before you know it, it's just like, shut up, kiss me, you fool. And then you guys have to take the weekend off, because then it's a whole different kind of devil. What's obsession? Anyways, 8 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. You guys do come back together, and then that 8 of Wands, the soul sign. I really think due to the distance or what has happened over time or the area that you guys are in running its courses, you guys come back together, work things out, and it's just like, you know what? Let's start a whole new life. And you guys go find somewhere else. Neither of you guys are in your forever homes right now. All right? Some of you guys felt like you were straight up dealing with the devil, but they're beating the devil out. All right? It's this one here. The rewards are worth the rate. You, with everything that's going on, this limited to no contact, and like kind of looking and using each other's social medias to communicate. This is just you got a straight up 99% chance of communication this week. And there's literally there's 17-18% of you guys that are already starting to talk and work things out again. All right, this is the close of this cycle. This is the last in and out fighting cycle going forward. Nobody else gets you to like you do too. Nobody can put up with you like this person can. Nobody can put up with this person like you can. You guys are made for each other. Maybe you guys both got Cancer in your chart, or there's a lot of water in your guys' chart. You do got the mutable energy here, though. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Scorpio's here. Aries is here. There is like a lot of Pisces and Sagittarius. Libra and Taurus. But the world card's any sign. Aquarius, Capricorn, and possibly even a little bit of Libra. All right? If you want to book a personal reading, Cancer, you can scan the QR code up here, use the links in the description, or pinned in the bios on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Takes you to the automated booking site and everything else that the channel and the Archer Network has to offer. And I did just do a weekly for you last week, so if you missed it, it is available in the March playlist, all right? Otherwise, this is going to be the makeup kiss heard around the world, because even everybody else around you guys know you guys are just made for each other. Everybody's like, what is up with the two of them anyways? There's a 3 or 4 people that literally know this is how you guys that are like, this is Cancer in their person. They're doing them. They'll work through this. All right, Cancer, I hope that helps. All right. Otherwise, until next we meet, please leave a comment down below, reply to other people's comments, interact like it's a Facebook post. Hype like the reading. It means the world to me and really helps the channel's growth. And until next we meet, Cancer, I love you and I will see you then. Hashtag Crab Lives Matter. Let's start that down in the comments. Let's make that a movement on all the platforms. All right? All right. Until next time we meet, Cancer, peace, love, and spinny hugs. Bye. All right. Virgo's going to be right after Leo. Leo's up next, then Virgo. Ant, how you been doing? What up? What up? All right, let's see here. On to Leo. There we go. Hi, Leo. What you up to? Oh, you're welcome, Esoteric Altar. You know, I know it's very easy for me to make fun of what you guys are going through, Cancer and Cancer's person. It's really easy for somebody to be just objectively observing it and bringing it up, but that's a lot to go through. You guys are actually both allowed to be really stressed out. Oh, hey, Happy New Year, Jody. Spinny hugs. You guys ready for Leo, Jody? All right. Leo, what are we going to use for you, Leo? Let's go for it. All right. Leo, you're going to be at 1:14:20. So what's up, Leo? How are you doing? What you been up to? Think about your person, all right? God, tap me in, tune me in, give me everything you got for our Leo energy. Oop, come back here. Leo, that's a deck jam, but you're hiding it. It started the deck jam, but then it cleared in. Hey, guess. Oh my God, Spinny Hugs, missed you. When my deck's jammed, it's you need a spinny hug, but you're hiding it. You're trying to put on a brave face. You're like, no, Archer, I'm okay. I don't need a spinny hug. I'm fine. And I'm like, We don't have to tell anybody. You're like, we don't? I'm like, no, come here. I'll give you a show up. You're like, okay, fine. And then I'll grip you up really quietly, really quickly. We'll spin you around so you start giggling and your hair gets all messed up like you're in a Jeep with the tops off, Jeep wave. All right? And then you might start feeling a little bit better and we don't have to tell anybody. All right? Judgment free zone. You get a pass, Leo. Let's go. All right, God, why did Leo need that spinny hug? Tap me in, tune me into Leo's energy, and give me everything you got for our awesome lions. What's up for our queens and the kings of the jungle? What do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? Okay, give me 2 shuffles. Let's do this. Let's rock and roll, Leo. Here we go. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Leos. Roll. Here we go. Nice. Oh my goodness. The overall energy is the Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. Maybe some of you guys are Leo Cancer cuspers or dealing with the Cancer. There's real love in the energies in the week ahead because I got to apply the Queen of Cups vibes to every card in this deck. 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, right into the 4 of Wands. Some of you guys are either dealing with your twin flame or the rewards for your twin are starting to come in with the Page of Swords down here. And I don't pull the vibes of snooping off of this Page of Swords. I'm being told you've learned a lot of lessons and you've made a lot of improvements lately. Yet you've got a little bit of like wrinkly hands going on. Like there's something you're anxious about or nervous about going on. Could be related to a Cancer or an Aries, a Capricorn. Ooh, that's cardinal energy. Sagittarius, and Libra, okay? Ooh, you do got a lot of cardinal energy showing up. You could have some strong cardinal in your chart. All right, let's find out. All right, the Hanged Man is the first card right out of the gate. That came out in the same position for Cancer. There might be more in the Cancer reading for you, okay? Like maybe Cancer's part 1, Leo's part 2 or something. Or you're dealing with a Pisces. The 8 of Swords, Gemini energy. The 8 of Pentacles. Oh, some of you guys could be August 8th Leos. 8-8 or seeing repeating 8s. 8 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles to Temperance with the Ace of Cups. That leads to the Moon card. Strong Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius energy. Oh my God, it's almost like a repeat of the reading I just did. The energies are linking. Interesting. So, if I didn't know better, especially with this 8 of Swords, this 8 of Pentacles, and the Moon card. I mean, literally, the new moon in Pisces is happening at 9:23 Eastern Time tonight at the time of recording this live. So what this is telling me, I think you're going through an ascension. If I didn't know better, Leo, I would say that you're entering into Sophia status. One of the most highest, most elevated chosen one light workers out on the market, so to speak. All right? So 8 of Swords, maybe you're feeling like your gifts have been paused. 8 of Swords, like my female Leos don't have your woman's intuition. My tarot reading Leos can't pull down a message to save your life or something like that. And you're like, I don't know what's wrong. It's frustrating me. I feel nervous. I feel anxious. I can't get a beat on or a lock on anything, right? What is actually going on? Your gifts aren't paused. Your gifts are actually 8 of Pentacles being upgraded. Like think of a software update on an iPhone. Some of you guys might have a pending update on your iPhone that you're like, nope, not a chance, right? Because it's like you're in a period of silence. Haven't heard from friends, haven't heard from other people, haven't heard from your guardian angels, the messages across there. And the 2 of Pentacles to Temperance, it's very hard to maintain patience and composure when it's like you just need some kind of a sign that shows you that something is going on, something is happening, right? Because you've done a lot of 8 of Pentacles work. So you are at a point with Temperance to that Ace of Cups that you're ready to do something. And how long do you have to keep waiting on this one, right? There's so much. See, the thing is your progress bar on this upgrade, it's easily well past 88%, right? The repeating 8s are going through. 2 of Pentacles to the Moon card, you're nearing 100% on this software update to get you into the Sophia status. Hang in there, Leo. I know you haven't gotten signs or confirmation on all this 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords work that you're putting in. Leo, you're a light worker, Leo, and you're going into Sophia status as the chosen one. And there is so much chaos, so much drama, so much fighting that is going on in the world right now. It is really easy for anyone to get to a stuck, stagnant, frustrated point. But as the world goes through this narcissistic societal collapse and the avoidant era begins, where the avoidance awaken and return, and it's the end of the narcissistic society as we know it, this is a massive transformation. But to be able to ride this out, 8 of Swords, and persevere through it, the rewards are so much better because when this whole, I mean, look at the Schumann scale right now. They're whiteouts. They're off the charts. There was a freaking meteor that landed in Cleveland. All right. That pounding into the earth combined with all the bombs over Baghdad going on. There are so many vibrations shaking the planet Earth down to its core. The entire world is having a panic attack. So you having wrinkly hands, totally understandable right now because it's like nothing's happening, Archer. I got nothing. I got bump kiss, right? Making it through this with that little ego boost. Everybody needs to push turbo boost from time to time to get that little kick to be like, Leo, you're in the right direction. You're doing all right. That's what will allow you to make it through this tough time that's being closed out as Mercury retrograde ends, the new moon in Pisces happens, and brings you into a point of balance that to be able to make it through this, trust that God has a plan and a process. The King of Wands, the Magician, the next generation coming in with the Two of Cups, you are going to find so many more people on your level. All right? It's not that you've set the bar too high. The world has kept the bar too low. Okay? And this change in the world with the Magician card of the King of Wands that cuts these player vibes out, right? It's what allows you guys to motivate with the Magician card through it and persevere. All right? So go ahead. Press turbo boost. All right? I won't tell nobody. You get a pass. Judgment-free zone. Leo, you are in the right direction. Okay? Seven of Cups. It's just weeding out the people that kept making you feel like an option. You know what I mean? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer or a Virgo. There's a lot of Pisces energy. Sagittarius is here, Capricorn, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, and Gemini. Some of y'all could be born on the 2nd, the 22nd, maybe the 12th or the 21st, maybe the 14th. I don't know, because I'm looking, check this out on the Hangman, Leo. Look at my Hangman, right? You see how it's the 12th card in the tarot deck? Maybe some of you guys have like the ability to like I do, like jumbling up words on street signs or jumbling up letters or seeing stuff mirrored. Because even though this is 12, I saw the 21st come off of it. It's like when I start TikTok or YouTube, Leo, right? And when I first started, the cards are all mirrored and backwards. And it's like, well, not everybody can do that. So, but if you just tap and pull up the menu with the 3 dots on TikTok and YouTube, there's an option to mirror camera, invert camera, and it flips everything back into the right perspective. Easy peasy, right? I don't know why they don't make it just a setting to leave it that way. You know what I mean? But so the vibes on this is that's kind of like what's happening here. Is that, yeah, you're frustrated that things are taking forever with this person, especially with all the effort you've put into it already. Well, the thing is they were like way more focused on work and that, right? They were focused on work. They were focused on their family, right? But yet you've done everything you can at this point, Leo. Even for those of you that there is no contact or little to no contact, which is a very hard time because there's no confirmation of rewards, right? But I do see the rewards being worth the wait on this one because remember, it's the person on your mind that with the Ace of Cups and Temperance, this allows that balance needed to come in to clear the pathways so that the past doesn't repeat itself. So that they don't come back and just dwell on the past, but it's a fresh start. Okay? Libra energy. Cardinal energy is pretty strong on this one. So Libra, Cancer, Aries, Capricorn. Something about the 28th resonates. 5 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles that goes all the way to the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a grieving stage that the 5 of Swords represents that they were working to overcome. Okay, Aquarius energy shows up on this one. In that, instead of focusing so much on themselves and everything, they needed to get to a point on this where it's like, you know, even for about 7% of you, I think they're cutting out a devil kind of energy or a devil third party. That they learned all their lessons, and it's like High Priestess, the 4 Cups. They knew they should have acted on this when they had the chance before. Right? It's like they're slow walking or whatever bad option they made. They learned their lessons for it with the Hierophant, and now they want union with you. Like, they're serious this time. So it's like they're wanting to like pull you out of a friend zone or take you off the market, or they're like whatever situationship you guys have been stuck in, that in and out cycle that every time they made a bad choice, they came back later, oh, Leo, I'm so sorry. They're going to make it different this time, okay? Because the problem on this, somebody here might actually like have a compass still. It might have been like your dad's, your granddad's, or maybe somebody here actually is active military, uses the compass on your phone, even like a sextant. What old like seafarers used to use to chart the stars to find their locations. Celestial navigation might resonate. the thing on this is that they didn't have a moral compass. Okay? And like, it's what led their life into this sadistic energy, right? Where they would play with your emotions, project their own insecurities out onto you. Everything they accused you of is kind of like the energies that you kind of like know their entire life story of what every person has done to them before they met you, just by everything they accused you of, right? But that Hierophant, somebody here might be a Taurus moon, Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords that leads to the Ten of Cups. See, I know it has been a long wait. You got no signs, no confirmations, and it's frustrating you to no end. But on that Knight of Pentacles, look at the rewards on it. The Ten of Cups, Pisces energy, and the Chariot and Justice, Cancer and Libra energy comes in. That this person has found and achieved some emotional balance after what they put you through. All right? The Justice card talks about balancing the left brain and the right brain, the emotional side and the logic side of the brains, the masculine and feminine energies. So your person has learned how to embrace all the parts of their charts and grow into a mature point. Overcome, like, that lack of the moral compass in there. That's what led to all their sadistic ways of mind games and playing on your emotions while projecting their own insecurities onto you. No one else should have to be someone else's trauma dumpster, Five of Swords. You had to put them in a timeout. You totally had to put them in a timeout. They needed to sit with themselves. High Priestess, Justice on the Chariot, Cancer, Libra, Pisces energy. And this allowed them to come into a point of balance and get themselves on track, okay? They had to stop playing around in order to come in correct and consistent for you. Some of you guys, it could be an online relationship where you guys are currently at a distance or living at one. Because I'm being told that they're making plans with that Chariot to come your way. All right, somebody here might even work in real estate or property management, but they're working to make plans to come your way on this one. So you putting in that time out to sit with themselves until they came in correct, it does appear to be working. That Knight of Pentacles tells me it's a bit of a slow burn, okay, but it is still moving in the right direction, because even though the Knight of Pentacles is slow, right, it's a rear-wheel drive car going up a snowy mountain road in Tennessee in January. The Knight of Pentacles, that's my U.S. Postal Service. That's the one, either rain, sleet, snow, or natural disaster stops the Knight of Pentacles from delivering this Ace of Pentacles to its destination. Somebody here, you or them, might even work on the post office or a delivery service, Amazon, DoorDash, Uber Eats, something like that, okay? The repeating sevens that you've been seeing are going to start turning into repeating eights to let you know that you're entering into an infinite loop where this stays consistent going forward. Okay, you got about an 81% chance of things working out this week. I love that for you too. Leo, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can scan the QR code. It'll take you to the automated booking site or to everything else the channel has to offer. And remember too, this resonates to all the Leo placements, but keep me posted down in the comments on this one, because they're going to close that energetical distance. The Chariot is what the Emperor drives into a battle. They're overcoming a lot of obstacles, all right, because the Chariot always returns safely back to its point, all right? It's not over. It's just getting started. And Leo, you've waited this long and you've come so far, and it's so close to happening. The rewards are totally going to be worth it. This is a long-term investment, Ten of Pentacles. All right? And even what I'm looking at right now, Ten of Pentacles, this little blip that you guys haven't talked, and you're experiencing it. So you're the one sitting there going, no, Archer, this has been a long time. This has been frustrating. This has been a lot. I'm looking at both you and your person's entire life plan from the moment you guys were born to the moment you guys check out, right? This time apart is a very small blip on the entire rest of your guys' lives together. And this cycle closes out so that you guys can get into that infinite loop and the repeating eights. I love it. All right. Leo, please leave a comment down below. Highlight the reading, help get us in the algorithms and into the interwebs so the channel can keep growing. And I did just do a weekly reading for you. It is in the March playlist. All right, so we're going to check that out. And until next we meet, otherwise then, I'll see you then. Otherwise, until then, I love you, Leo. You know that. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. Nice hair, too. I'm a Leo Venus. I totally get it. I get it. GQ Archer in the house. Let's keep going. Doobie-doo. Hold on just a second. Hold on. I'm ADHD, and again, let me do one thing at a right. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Nancy. You're welcome, Shelly. I love my Leos. You guys, Leo, you guys are just inimitable. All right, and if you don't know what that is, look it up. Doobie-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's see what we're up to going on down here. Hold on. I have to wear dual hats in this company. I'm the reader and the producer. So yes, I have 2 computers. Doesn't everybody? I'm a tech dork. I love technology. Well, all my buddies were watching Dukes of Hazzard and stuff, and I was watching the weird computerized talking car that drove itself. So I grew up loving technology. No clue how to drive around with moonshine in the trunk of my car, though. I happen to be very good at archery. I can fire off bows and arrows like Bo and Luke, but I'm totally into the computerized technology car. I was ready for AI decades before it showed up. Everybody else is like, ooh, scary computer stuff, freaky, and I'm like, it's just Knight Rider. These Teslas aren't fit to shine Kit's bumper. All right, let's go. Doobie Virgo. King Ralph, what up, what up? What did you miss? Not much, just Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. No, you're fine. What up, Ralph? How you doing? All right. Virgo. We're gonna get into Virgo. Let's see. Where do we want to go for you? What do we want to use for you, Virgo? Let's go with. I haven't used this deck yet. All right. Caitlin, what's up, darling? Hey, pumpkin. Spinny hugs, Caitlin. What up, girl? How are you? What you up to, darling? I missed you. Hey, Lisa. What you doing, darling? What you up to, girl? Eminem in the house. How are you? Becca. Love you guys. Angel Eyes, Ethereal Moonlight. Mod Squad. Thank you guys. Everybody love that like and hype this reading for the Mod Squad. Okay? These guys put up with me daily and weekly for a long time. You guys are awesome. You guys are all a blessing in my life. Thank you very much. And Melissa, thank you for everything you do. Cappy, all you guys. Thank you guys. All right? And as a little thank you, don't forget, run over to Sunshine Intuitive Tarot, Melissa's channel, and subscribe to it and follow her on the platforms. She's awesome with oracle messages. You would just love her. She is literally a little ray of sunshine. All right. Let's keep going. We're going to do Virgo. Okay, Virgo, you're going to be at, I got the deck, so let's put you at 131.44. What up, Virgo? How you doing? What's happening? All right, think about your person, and God, tap me in, tune me into Virgo's energy. Leave me everything you got for the vivacious of Virgolicious Virgos, because you do know, you 6th house you know you're the anomaly of the zodiac. That's why I'm very proud of being a Virgo moon and rising. When I ask people to guess my sign, I never get called Cancer. I am always called Virgo. I love you guys. I'm on your team. All right? You are the anomaly. You're the most interesting sign in the zodiac. You're the Dos Equis sign. So stay thirsty, cross watchers. All right. I've got the Temperance card on the Ten of Swords that popped and stopped the deck as I was connecting to the energies. There is somebody trying to find a way to overcome the insecure overthinking of what they did to you and reach back out. Temperance, come in a little more balanced and get things back on track. 5 of Pentacles to the Judgment card shows them they're wanting to open the door back up. But they don't know if you're willing to forgive them or you guys are still making plans to forgive each. I got you. Let's just see where it goes. All right, give me 2 shuffles. Connect me in so I can get some clarity for Virgo. All right, 2 shuffles. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the vivacious, Virgolicious, victorious Virgos, because victory is yours. It literally is. Shut the front door. It's the World card. There's a chapter and a cycle closing. Your cutoff game is on point. The 2 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, into the High Priestess that leads right to the 10 of Pentacles. That 2 of Swords, having some hope and faith in everything that's going on and the things that you are cutting out, the changes that you are making to weed out those 7 of Cups options and behind the scenes set things into the pace for something long term. I'm talking to a Virgo on this 3 of Wands that you're feeling like somebody is either videoing you or recording you on their phone behind the scenes and like it's got you like frustrated or tired or ticked off or something. There's somebody you don't suspect or trust, right? Or somebody saying they've got recordings of you or something. Yeah, the Devil card. You've been dealing with the Devil. And that's why that Tower card's in your life. No wonder you're 2 of Swords in that out to go into 3 of Wands somewhere else. Because there's somebody waiting for you to get through this Tower moment. In the Queen of Wands, 3rd time's the charm. Aries energy. Aries and Leo, Sagittarius are strong on this so far. So is Libra. And world card at that point could be any sign. Cancer and Pisces too. But all right, let's rock and roll. 7 cards, Virgo. We got the 10 of Swords is back. But hold on. Check this out. Check this out, Virgo. On this 10 of Swords, even though that you're down and out in the ditch with 10 swords for all the passive-aggressive bantering, the stuff they were accusing you of, everything like that, the sun is coming up. The sun's rising, which means you're through the worst of things. Temperance card to the Six of Wands. Virgo, you got balance on lock. That's probably what's frustrating people is they're like, why can't I get to Virgo? Why am I not getting Virgo? Virgo, Six of Swords. You're being Bruce Lee. You're being Wata. You're taking the shape of whatever vessel you are poured into, right? Queen of Swords, you're keeping peace. They can't get to you. Nine of Wands to the King of Cups. Leo and Pisces energy is strong with this one. Sagittarius and Libra, Cancer and Taurus. Cancer and Leo too. Could be cusper energies on this. I mean, Cancer and Leo, those two are never pretty far apart anyways. Cancer and Leo, the kids in the back seat of the station wagon that is the universe while God's up front driving, saying, if you two don't stop, I'm going to turn this universe around right now. Retrograde. And all you're just like you're going with the flow, man. Aquarius energy. You're embracing your Aquarius energy, Virgo, and you're just like, I ain't nothing going to break my style. Ain't nothing going to slow me down. Anyways. It's like whatever this frustrating vibe was, either like somebody like stalking on you or secretly recording you or videoing you, tracking location stuff. It's gotten you to a point that like you just got over it and you're like, I'm not going to keep having to like walk on thin ice around this. They're like rage baiting, trying to start stuff. You're like, I've had better exes in Texas before, right? Than what you're dealing with in the current thing. So you're frustrated. And that's what, with the Nine of Wands, the King of Cups is coming to an end, closing out a very confusing chapter in your life. Even though you are proceeding with caution before making any knee-jerk decisions, though, it does seem like you got some good things coming your way as a result of some things that didn't go your way. Because they promised you it wasn't going to get like this, right? And all of a sudden, it puts you into this energy that everything they told you about, like their exes, now you're living it. And it's like, what in the world is going on here? And yet they're like, I don't know what your problem is. I'm trying to help you, Virgo. And you're like, you aren't, right? It's playing those mind games, right? Together, catching the mantra. And that's why they don't even realize it. Well, they're going off on you like crazy, thinking that they can like control you this way. They don't even know that Virgo, cross-watcher, earmuffs. Virgo, you're getting ready to cut this pain in the butt out because you already are talking to somebody else that you're wanting to restore things with because this was all a mistake. That's not going to happen, right? You're going in another direction because you can't put up with this anymore. You're going in the direction your heart wants for the first time in your life, right? Okay. I do love having Virgo in my chart. All right, let's see where this goes. And I think, honestly, the cross-watcher doesn't think that. I think the cross-watcher thinks they got you on lockdown. Not realizing that while they're so busy focusing on the fact that they're running a game on you, that you're running a better game on them because you're not running a game. You're serious because you're following your heart. Three of Wands. I knew it. Ten of Pentacles. You're going where you want to go. High Priestess. Seven of Swords. Look at you cutting out the liars, the deceitful energy, the ones that try to rage bait you and bully you, try to make you jealous, things like that. Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. You're cutting out the Cancer Pisces energy, the deceitfulness, that emotional, closed off, hidden, where just by not saying anything, they try to get under your skin, right? This allows you in the Six of Wands to successfully go in the direction that you've been wishing for with the Four of Wands. So you got a no way Jose that's leading to the one that you really want to be with. But you got one that won't totally let you go. Okay. It's very emotional and very immature, and they think they know what they're doing. They come across very high and mighty when in reality, the Five of Swords. No wonder you guys are sitting there going, my twin flame journey was better than this. Some of you guys are actually still on your twin flame journey, but it's ascending, right? And you're facing that ultimate grand test in this. Aquarius, Pisces energy to call in the one that still gets that spark going for you. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, the Hanged Man to the Eight of Cups. And it's taken forever to walk away from this energy, to come into the vibes of the things that you only dream about. Because you got this one person that they don't respect your boundaries. You can set boundaries and they just hang around, Eight of Cups. They don't care. They don't know, right? They're way too in it for themselves, right? That's why I think this weird third-party vibe of yours is actually already talking to a third-party vibe of like an ex of theirs, and that water's going to go seek its own level. You're trying to figure out how to get rid of them, and they're going to try to run a game on you. and be like, you know what, Virgo, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm going back. I've been talking to my ex. I'm going back that way. And you're like, oh no. Can I help you pack? Do you want me to rent you a U-Haul or something? Can I help? Right? And they're like, I mean it. I mean it, Virgo. I'm walking away. And you're like, I know. I heard you. Right? And they're like, Virgo. And you're like, I know. I still heard you. Did you book a flight or something? What are you doing? Right? And you're freaking them out. They're like, you know what I mean? And so that sends them in that direction. Then your blessings come in with the lessons learned on the Five of Wands with the Page of Swords. You are already talking to this other person. You're putting things to, or you guys are both cutting out some third-party drama so you two can come together. But it's what your guys' heart wants. You've just been dealing with little Miranda Lambert, crazy ex-girlfriend, crazy ex-boyfriend, and you're like, go. Then I can go work on the one that I want to work on, right? Because it's getting into that vibe or that direction. You knew it. That's why this person reached back out, because somehow this person found out you were talking to this person, right? And then that's what led to all the derailments, right? Some of you guys, this could be another Virgo. You guys could be dealing with like somebody with some strong Virgo in your chart, or a Virgo on Virgo, right? But they just, yeah, the Seven of Swords, they were just not on your level, right? The deceitfulness. Maybe some of you guys have kids together or something. That could be a factor too on this one. So it's like the whole thing on this is, it's like you only tried to move on because they tried to move on, right? But in reality, you both wanted to stay together. Oh Lord, now you're stuck in a karmic situation, aren't you? And now you're like, oh God, how do I get out of this karmic situation? Because this one won't let me go. Ralph, oh my goodness, thank you. You are so generous. Oh my God, spinny hugs. Thank you, Ralph. Virgo, this reading is totally sponsored by Ralph. King Ralph in the house. Thank you. That's all going towards the Archer Foundation. So the vibes on, actually, thank you very much. I got like a dozen gallons of paint I need to order and a couple pieces of drywall. I got plans this weekend. So yeah, this one's Snoop Dogg. I'm going to thank me. Okay, I'm spending a couple bucks on me. But anyways, okay. So the thing on this is that you guys both wanted to stay together. Now you're stuck in these karmic situations while you're both kind of fearing that the other one is done, and neither of you want to actually be stuck in the karmic cycles that you guys are stuck in. So you both see the importance of cutting out the karmic energies in order for your guys' relationship to work. You both went in the wrong directions. So hold on, let me see how this goes. Virgo, if you want to book a personal reading with me to make more sense of this, or to dive deeper into it, or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code up here or use the links in the description box and in the bio, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Takes you to the Archer link tree. That's where you can go and go to the automated booking site and check out everything else the channel has to offer. All right. And thanks for subscribing, liking, be a part of the fam. All right. Okay. Shut the front door. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Here's the new start. Hey, Susie. What up, girl? Here's the new, look, Caitlin, look, it's the new start for Virgo, Ace of Pentacles. So you guys in the week ahead have successfully cut this stuff out. Like, cut out all the socially awkward stuff that's going on after everything that you guys have been through. And then, like, coming out of a very big overthinking energy so that you guys can both come together and get things right. So the thing on this is that it just keeps building in both of your guys' minds right now that you both have some regret on the directions that you guys went. And now you're just trying to like unwind all the red tape in order to come together and Ace of Pentacles work things out. Okay? Maybe some of you guys are doing it for the sake of the family unit or the children, something like that. With that Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, I do see that you guys have things coming to light and some truths being talked in a conversation that allows you guys to feel safe to proceed, to let the karmic stuff go and come back together in a fresh Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, new mindset. I like this, Virgo. Five of Swords that leads to the Page of Cups. See? No regrets for the Tower card moment that you're doing, because that Tower card moment on the Five of Swords ends all those cycles, closes the ends out on those so that you guys can come back together. So I want to say you got like a 96% chance of a conversation happening this week so you guys can make the plans needed to make those final karmic cuts, unwind the red tape, and get your guys' lives back on tracks. You got nothing to regret here, Virgo. Everything you're doing is on the right path. And those karmics, they'll find their own way. Tower card. I love it. Virgo, I hope that helps. All right. If you missed it, I did do a reading for you yesterday. It's in the March playlist, so feel free to check that out. It's on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook too. Otherwise, until next we meet, Virgo, you know I love you. I'm a Virgo moon and rising. All right? Let's stay the most interesting sign in the zodiac, Virgo. Stay thirsty, cross watchers. All right, Virgo. Until next we meet, peace, love, and spinny hugs. Bye. Thank you guys all so much for being here. This is an awesome turnout today for a Wednesday afternoon. You guys, I just love you guys. You guys are awesome. You're welcome, Lisa. Morgan, thanks for sharing the live. Thank you all for tapping the screen, hyping and liking it. Do it for you guys, not for me. I'm here for you guys. We're a family. And it does look, wow, we are over 500 people on all 4 platforms. You guys are such a blessing. Thank you for taking time out of your day and your lives to make time for me. Nancy, Neil, Sniper. Thank you guys. Sniper, we got the audio. I got this audio dialed in. It's running like a finely tuned machine. I love it. It's like when I used to drive my Knight Rider, the first Knight Rider replica I had when I was younger, when I used to drive it to car shows, and people would walk up to me and they would go, "Does that thing really talk?" And I'd be like, you know what? Sometimes when I'm driving alone down a dark desert highway with the cool wind in my hair, I swear I can hear it talk to me. And they're like, "Really? What do you do?" I'm like, "Get the ball joints lube, clears it right up." It's an 82 Firebird. All right, Libra. You're going to be at 145.55. Oh, nice. I'm digging the repeating 5s. If you're seeing repeating 5s, Libra, there might be something in this reading for you. We're going to stick with the same cards we used for Virgo. So no, we're not. I don't want to. Okay, well, your channel, your choice, Archer. I want to use Melissa's Rockstar deck. Melissa's an awesome, lovely Libra who's into music and oracles. Y'all totally got it. She's a Libra too. She's a 925 Libra. Go and support your fellow Libra. Subscribe to her. Follow her on TikTok and everything. Check her out, all right? She even does awesome Spotify playlists. She's turned me on to some new music and some new songs that I'm going to be looking into. I'm going to do a couple new bass covers and have some fun with them. All right, so let's see what we got going on for you and the one on your mind. Hold it for the week ahead. There's a card turned over, and it's the 6 of Cups. It's the Beach Boys on the 6 of Cups, too. I'm hearing, "Don't worry, baby." I'm hearing that. It's been building up inside of me for I don't know how long. I don't know why, but I keep thinking something's bound to go wrong. Okay, so let's see what's up. I think you got either one or both of you guys had some anxiety, and it's almost like God is wanting me to tell you, "Don't worry, baby. Everything's going to work out all right." The 7 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups. They haven't forgotten about you. How could they? They do still miss you with the 5 of Cups, right? Strawberry Wine coming out on this. That song may resonate. King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. After they've cut and cleared their mind out, they're getting on back up like James Brown and the King of Pentacles and coming in mature. So you're dealing with a dismissive avoidant, right? All right, let's see where this goes because I think there's ascension. 2 shuffles. Let's do it, Libra. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Libras. Case dismissed. Overall energy is the 3 of Swords. This is on both of your guys' mind. A big challenge that you guys are working to overcome. Okay? So the 2 of Cups is underneath that with the Magician and the 3 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, you guys do work well together. The 7 of Cups tells me that your person has had the White Rabbit has finally shown up in their life, just like the White Rabbit showed up for you guys already. And this with the 8 of Pentacles is what's leading them to do the work on the 2 of Cups with the Magician to come back in correct for you. Okay? 8 of Pentacles. That's Willie Nelson with Trigger on there. I'm hearing you were always on my mind. They think about you more than you realize. All right? So let's see where this goes. We have the Page of Swords. I told you. Somebody still has a memory. Somebody still has a building memory about like getting roses or being gifted roses or flowers. Something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing on this. Okay. Or they might be wanting to send you roses as an I'm sorry with the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. Wow. God's got them coming your direction. They're in super pursuit mode heading your way. That's kind of epic. Hold on. We have the 9 of Pentacles. They're single. The 5 of Cups. They're recovering from a little depression. 6 of Pentacles shows them coming out of a breadcrumbing stage and going right in the direction of equal and balanced opportunity with the Lovers. They're getting themselves together to bring you guys out of an emotional roller coaster, Libra. This is beautiful. You're even on this one coming to an end of feeling like nothing ever works out for you this week. And like, I think you're starting to see some shifts in both your money, in your love life. Like, both sides of the fence are going to start coming together for you. You've been working to set a lot of intentions in like the retrograde, the downtime, the silence between you guys. And the messages have been received. The prayers have been heard with that Knight of Swords. So God is making some moves to like kind of wake your person up to the connection between the two of you guys. Okay? I really feel like the movements of Venus might be a big play on this one. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus because you and Taurus are co-parents of Venus. Might even be something in the Taurus reading for you guys, I'm being told. Some of you guys, you were born on the 9th or the 7th, the 6th, the 16th is here, the 19th or 29th, the 5th, the 15th and 25th. The repeating 5s are definitely a thing, and you're going to start seeing repeating 7s soon too. I say it in the 7 of Cups is back. The rabbit has shown up on their side of the fence. There's the 8 of Pentacles, there's the 2 of Wands, where now they want to come your way. There's that King of Swords. This time it's the 3 of Wands and the Death card. In the time apart and the distance with the 5 of Pentacles, when they closed up the door, I'm being told they actually left the light on for you. Because in the 5 of Pentacles, even in the standard Rider-Waite, it's always depicted as the lights are on inside the church, right? When the people are standing at the door or looking in, right? It's this fact that even they didn't totally close you out or shut you out on this one, Libra. It's like they did something with the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Swords to protect you in the silence while they 8 of Cups walked away from some other bad stuff that was going on around them. Okay? So, I mean, I can totally get why you're even a little bit tired and stuff because you've been focusing your energy on everything, right? You're helping family, helping friends, doing on your work. You're moving 1,000,000 miles an hour and looking out and taking care of everybody else, but then like it's like, who's there for you? It's gonna wind up being this person because you guys are both in single status on this one. So it's almost like I even see some Libra time coming for you this week, or even maybe this upcoming weekend where you've got some time to just kind of like, you know, be yourself, do you, do what you want to do and that. And the whole time where you're just doing you on that, you get a message from this person. 8 of Cups, 9 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. Letting you know they've cut out the third party energy, all right? Now remember, the 3 of Swords, that's a noun. It can be a person, it can be a place, it can be a thing, right? So whatever it is, whether it's ego, hyper-independence, never ready for a relationship or a connection, didn't know what they want, or for the 7 or 8% of you that they did either choose to go back to an ex or another person, believe it or not, they had to make this, whatever that 3 of Swords choice was, in order for them to transform. Otherwise, it never would have changed. They would have kept going in the same direction. The cycle would have kept repeating, okay? So now, I actually do see some time for you coming up that you can just depress, you know, decompress, get back to ground, and kind of like recover from the games they put you through. But they've cut out these 3 of Swords third-party vibes here, whether it's a person, place, or a thing, right? So, okay. You are going to wind up ending this week ahead much happier and much more stable than you're entering into it, okay? Because you did actually plant some mustard seeds in your person's head, and it's just taking them a little bit of time for it to grow and like pop above the surface. But it's getting ready to with the Empress. That's one of your major arcanas. Taurus is too. This is strong Taurus energy on this one. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus, a Gemini, or an Aries. The earliest part. Aquarius, Scorpio is here. Virgo. More Aries, more Taurus. There is Gemini energy too. But wow, oh my gosh, they want a fresh start with you. The 4 of Wands. This could be your twin flame. I do feel twin flame vibes. You guys are ascending. No wonder you guys are going through these 7 of Cups options and tests and white rabbit after rabbit after... The rabbit keeps showing up. You're like, how many rabbits does this magician have in his hat? Right? It's actually getting you guys to the point of being ready for a fresh start with them. The twin flame does return. I think on this one too, you guys may even identify with each other as twin flames or soulmates. Like maybe even they said to you at one point, Libra, I think we're soulmates, or I think we're twins, right? You guys, after going through these 7 of Cups, you guys are ascending. You guys are elevating into the kingdom spouse journey. These are you already know it. This is a divine counterpart, right? It's why you're so tired from the manifesting and why you miss them so much. But they're just now awakening to the fact that you guys are each other's divine counterpart, okay? So those seeds that you planted from the last time that you two spoke and interacted has literally been growing in them ever since. and they're starting to realize that they want to see where things could go with you. They're very nervous to reach out as they come to the end of this avoidance stage, because they know you got every reason to be mad at them. You got every reason to take your Libra Thor hammer and drop that hammer down on them, right? And yet they're still going to try. They're still going to try, because if I didn't know better, it's like they're changing their mind, or they're calling something off in order to come your way, right? Because they hate whatever choice they made. And like deep down, they're like, I don't want this choice. They chose themselves. They chose to be hyper independent. I don't like being alone, right? Or for the few of you that they went in another direction, they're like, I don't like this. I don't like this. This isn't what now they're comparing everybody else to you. And that's why they're feeling like, you know, there's so much fear of rejection on both sides of the you got every right to reject them. And they would be used to it because everybody else has. But they've cut out that weird Three of Swords energy, you know, the weird vibes on this one in order to ground, mature, and be ready to come in correct for you. You know what I mean? I got chills off it. It's the Six of Wands. Leo energy. This person actually is going to successfully do the work. That's why their Page of Swords stalking you online from their fake profile. Okay? Because they are looking at this. They're changing their mindset. They are going to successfully call off or stop whatever it is. Either change their mindset, their independence, leave the person they went to, whatever it is. They're coming your way. Justice. I told you they're coming your way. I didn't even look at this card. This is why I love it when you flex. You are so cool. I love it. You are taking your power back and getting what you want on this one. Okay, let's see which direction this goes. Libra, if you want to book a personal reading with me and find out some more about this or get a little deeper, you can just scan the QR code up here or check out the links in the description and pinned in the bios on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. It takes you to the Archer automated booking site and the links to everything else the Archer Network has. Okay, so help yourself. All right, where are we going with the outcome on this? The King of Pentacles, it's maturity, and the Ten of Wands with judgment, and a star card with the Five of Swords. Losing you is the one that made them look inward with that judgment card during this Mercury retrograde, and with the star card actually start to heal. I love this star card too. I literally love this deck, Melissa. This deck is gorgeous. That's my Purple Rain. Either the color purple or the song Purple Rain may resonate to you. I'm actually being told, no, it won't. It's not that. I'm being told you will hear this. You will hear the song on your playlists or in YouTube. It'll pop in your feed in the week ahead to let you know that you're on track. Okay? And also, here's a very weird sign to watch out for. Big Bird. Sesame Street, Big Bird. And you're like, what are you talking about, Archer? We're all adults here. No, I'm seeing literally that, how you will know that they're getting ready to make contact for those of you that they haven't yet. What I'm feeling is that, like, maybe it's a TikTok or a meme about Big Bird that pops up in your social media. Even if it's something funny, like a weird claymation thing or something, whatever, you know. But something about seeing Big Bird lets you know they're getting ready to communicate and reach out to you. Like when you see Big Bird, within the next 24 hours, if you haven't heard from them, you do. I know it's weird, but don't shoot the speaker box. I'm just a speaker box. All right, but I'm just telling you what I'm hearing on this one. All right, so it's like they're changing all these minds, and it's the thing on this is they're starting to want something exclusive with you. Okay, so I do see that Five of Swords, they've outgrown their hyper independence stage or the player vibe stage. They've grounded in, they've matured, and they're getting ready to come your way with a consistent and a stable offer. Here's the thing with the Judgment card. Here's one of the fears they're having. They know basically with what they put you through. When they press send, like they know, maybe it's because of an ultimatum text you sent them or a final goodbye text you sent them type thing. But they know if they press send, that's basically the marriage proposal. Do not come Libra's way until you're ready to be with Libra long-term, full-time, forever. So if you already got the communication, they've already come to terms with that Judgment card and they want to be with you forever. If not, as soon as they hit that Judgment card, start card vibe, that's when they'll reach out and be all about you. I'm surprised that like all of you guys haven't heard yet, but it's coming really soon. You got about a 97% chance of contact this week. All right, that does lead with that star card to marriage. It's written in the stars for you guys. All right, love it for you, Libra. Could be dealing with a Leo. Taurus is here. Cancer's here. Well, probably because Leo's here. Those two are like that. Strong Taurus, heavy duty Taurus energy. Then you've got Pisces and Aries. You've got Scorpio. More Pisces, more Cancer, more Taurus. Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, Sag, Taurus, and it could be another Libra for some of you guys, and Gemini. All right. So I do hope that helps, Libra. All right, and we'll be doing your reading, your live collective reading is going to be tomorrow afternoon. So definitely subscribe, be a part of the fam. All right, and if you want to book a personal reading, check out everything else the channel has to offer. Just scan the QR code or use the links in the bio or description box. It'll take you to the Archer link tree. All right, and thank you for commenting, hyping, liking the reading. That really helps me. Appreciate it. It doesn't cost you a thing. Helps the channel to grow. So thank you very much. All right. Otherwise, until next we meet, I'll see you then, Libra. All right. I love you. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. Hashtag dryram. That is, yeah, Libra. That is definitely a twin flame soulmate thing that's elevating into kingdom spouse status. That's an intense journey. Queen of Wands. Totally coming back. And that's Cher. Cher's an amazing singer. What was that movie she was in at the strip club? Or the brothel in gosh, Burlesque. I don't know why, but this card just made me think of the movie Burlesque. Not complaining. Okay, anyways, I hope that helps, Libra. Wheel of Fortune, they're coming your way. Hang tight. If you needed a little extra confirmation, they're coming your way. I'm your sign, apparently. All right? So if you ask to have a middle-aged goober with tarot cards be your sign, hey, Renee. What up, Renee? Savage sweetheart. What you up to, honey? How you doing? Hey, Sandra. Guys, love that like for you guys. You guys, I love and appreciate you guys for being here and taking time with us. You're all part of the fam. And it's like across all the platforms, we're hanging at about 600 people. Wow. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Christina, he broke no contact today. I felt that. Oh my gosh. That new moon vibes. Pisces energy is pushing to bring dreams into reality. You're one of our dominoes, Christina. Or is that Christian? So I don't have my glasses on. I'm waiting for my contacts. Oh yeah, Christian. Congratulations. You're one of our dominoes. We've had about what? In just since Monday, I think we've had 8 or 9 people that have had communications get started. Libra, Sag. Nice. Oh my gosh. I love that for you guys. That reading is totally for you. Okay. Oh, thank you, DocuCheck. I'm rubber you're glued. That means you rock too. Spinny hugs. Hey, Lulu. All right. Let's see. Next up, on to Scorpio. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's dig in, Scorpio. Let's see what we got for you going on for the week ahead. All right. Scorpio. Doobie-doo. What have you been up to, Scorpio? I think, oh yeah, we are still. I did start a poll at the beginning, Scorpios, Scorpionians of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm trying to see, y'all want me to reach out and ask Frankie if we can do if her, me, and Melissa can do like a telethon collab for 2 or 3 hours, just answering your guys' questions, not a whole all signs. You guys want that, Scorps? She's a fellow Scorpio. You guys might like her. So if you do, just post a comment up down below in the comment section. Be like, yeah, Archer, ask Frankie. I have to ask her nice. She's a lady. Guys, respect your ladies. Until they tell you you can smack them on the badonkadonk, wait until it's invited. Okay. The heck kind of relationship advice is that, Archer? I don't know. Oh, it's because the devil's here. Anyways, so we're not counting that for the timestamp. All right, let's put your timestamp at 2:03:07. All right, here we go. Toby, let go. Oh, Justice, that's nice. Oh, cool, that's better. Your person's getting their act together. They're coming to a point of balance. All right, let's see where we go. All right, what up? How you doing, Scorpio? I missed you. Good to read for you. What's up? All right, Scorpio, let's see what we got going on for you and the one on your mind for the week ahead. All right, from when you find this reading, add 7 days to it. All right, just like the movie The Ring, 7 days. All right, what do we have for Scorpio, God? Tap me in, tune me into Scorpio energy, please, and thank you, and give me everything you got for Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? All right, 2 shuffles. Let's get ready to do it. Here we go. You ready? Scorpio, wherefore art thou, Scorpio? 'Tis the east, and Scorpio is the sun. Would a Scorpio by any other name still be just as sweet? Oh my gosh, yeah, totally. You're Scorpio. Nobody else can do what you do. You go through 7 ascensions in one lifetime. That's epically awesome. All right, let's do it to it. Here we go. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful, still downright sexy Scorpios. Because even my male Scorpios, you know you GQ sign in the house, right? Let's go. Daddy's home. The Emperor just showed up. This is Aries energy, and we're only a few days away from Aries season coming in at the time of recording this. You got a boss showing up for you coming in on this one with the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Nothing else compares to you. That's the overall energy on this one. They're done making you feel like an option. They've made it through their journeys, and they've made it to Emperor status, Wheel of Fortune, to the Queen of Cups. You got somebody coming in on your level who knows what they want and knows about real love. I love that for you. Cancer, Aries, and Sagittarius. Could be another Scorpio. The Page of Swords. They are still totally watching you online. Oh my gosh, this person's got a couple fake accounts. I'd never understood that. I don't have time to maintain the Archer account and then my personal account, let alone have more. Anyways, let's find out. I think this person has actually saved every old account from every time they've had to like start a new Facebook or something. So let's see where this goes. All right, ready? All right. We have the Star card, Aquarius energy. The Five of Cups is your energy, and the Three of Cups. The Five of Swords, the Knight, whoa, come back here. The Knight of Swords. Now, the Queen of Wands came out, but it came out reversed. I have to honor it that way, okay? I'm going to see why, because normally if the Queen of Wands came out, I would say, oh, wow, third time's the charm on this one. But the Seven of Wands tells me that your person's having a delayed reaction to something, like the fact that you're their divine counterpart. Something like that, where they're really on like, Archer, are you serious? Is Scorpio the one? I'm like, oh, Scorpio is totally the one. And they're like, right? So the thing that comes in on this, though, it seems as if, especially the Three of Cups, like they've been through, like they were too fake, and you saw through it, right? And you kept giving them chance after chance after chance to come in correct or get it together, and it's almost like you're at the point of like, that's not happening again. I don't know if I'm giving them a third strike here. You get two strikes, but third strike, and you're out. Oh, something about baseball might resonate. Knight of Swords to the Five of Swords. Because they pushed you through too much, right? With the energies and the stuff that you've gone through with them, it's like it's all kind of gotten into their head. Their head's in a little bit of a whirl at this time because they've messed up. They messed up the best thing they ever had. By not making you more of a priority and putting you in your head like this, man, they know you've given them more chances than they deserve on this one, right? This is a big part on this one because you do love them. They do matter. It's a very big double-edged, two-edged sword of like, yes, you love them and they matter to you. Which matters more, the mistake they made or them themselves? But this is a pretty big mistake. This is one that you're sitting back thinking to yourself like, I don't know if we can recover from this one, Archer. This is a pretty serious one. All right, so let's see what's up. Some of you guys, your person could be born on the 28th or the 5th or the 3rd, maybe the 17th, the 25th, the 27th, the 11th, and the 18th. If I didn't say it, 21st is there too. But I want to see what's up on the Star card, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups. All right. Did you guys meet like later in life or something, like when you were older? This isn't like a young thing or something, right? Eight of Pentacles, maybe through work. King of Cups. Oh no, meeting you is they needed to work on themselves. Fool card to the Ace of Cups. So it's like you're not letting them come back unless they come back in a clean mindset because you can't handle that cycle repeating itself anymore, right? It got to a point where it's like you have tried everything humanly possible and gave enough possibilities, right? Like if this could have gone right back when you guys were younger, it might never have gotten to this point. But because it's gone on for so long, right? It's like either you guys are both old souls or it's just the fact that it's never gotten going. It's like they know that you've given them so many chances and it's got them all in their head and their feels about it. Because you actually have rubbed off on them more than you know. They are going through a major maturing and a dark night of the soul because of like what you guys I've been through with them. That's wild. Hold on a second. Let's see. Nine of Cups, Pisces energy. Oh my God, they've been praying for you. Hold on, I'm going to show you why. Sorry, throat chakra was dried up. You know how I know they've been praying for you for so long? The Empress is right below there. They've awoke. They know you're their divine counterpart. We are going out of like a twin flame soulmate vibe all the way up into a kingdom spouse journey on this one. When the Emperor and the Empress come together and the Black and the White Cat meet up, the Page of Cups to the Seven of Cups on the Chariot bursts through the door. They're overcoming the obstacles on this one to become like a whole nother person. Okay? And the Four of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles. Man, they have put you through some stuff. This is the most awkward awakening somebody has gone through. The Chariot could totally be a Cancer energy. Somebody could be a July 7th Cancerian, or you're seeing a lot of repeating 4s and repeating 7s. But it's like, yeah, you're like, never again when pigs fly. This ain't happening. They had some serious work to do, and people don't change. You're not going to change. I'm going to blow your mind on this one, because it's not that this person changed. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. It's that they actually did the work to change back into who they were before the world destroyed them. They turned back into that person you could see below the surface level that you knew was in there. You knew there was a good guy or a good girl in there somewhere. It's just they pushed your boundaries because they didn't want to change. So with what they're going through right now as a result of meeting you and as a result of what you guys went through, it's bringing them out of like an in and out cold cycle a bit, 7 of Cups, and going into a much more 8 of Pentacles consistent mindset. And I don't know why, but somebody could be like a gamer or into video games or cosplay or something like that, Comic-Con vibes, or just, I don't know. It's an old movie. I don't know if anybody remembers this movie. I forget what it's called, but it's like, it was the movie that was used, I think it goes down in Rotten Tomatoes history as like one of the worst movies of the 80s. But it was the movie used to unveil Super Mario Brothers 3 to the world. Right? I forget what it was called, The Wizard, or I forget what the movie was called, right? Came around like Flight of the Navigator era. But so the thing on this is, when this person was in this immature entitled stage where you felt like you were raising another child as opposed to a partner, they didn't feel in the direction that they do now. And I'm telling you what, with the way they did this, they really didn't think that you would move on. They figured that you would stay put. They really believed that you would never move on, never move away, and like whichever one of those applies to you, you've done it, and they're like, maybe I pushed Scorpio too far, and I'm like, you might have, right? Because when Scorpio gets mad, that stinger can go off without a moment's notice, right? And this person has pushed your stinger to a max, right? And then they keep asking, I need more time because I live at a distance or because I got stuff going on and this, and you're like, tick, tock, tick, tock. That's Caitlin's song. Are you somewhere? Your person's staring at the ceiling again, not even going to sleep, right? Lost inside a feeling, staring at the ceiling again. They're off in their own little world just like they always were before, but now it's like they're lost in the thoughts of you. This is part of their awakening where they're sitting there realizing they're going, uh-oh. I think Scorpio is my divine counterpart. I don't think they understand that language. I'm just translating it into elevated lyrics, okay, right? So that's the thing. So, Magician card of the Ace of Cups, you're manifesting a fresh start with this person. You're manifesting like they're out of excuses. I think somehow you rubbed off on them so much, you killed off the human excuse machine. Because every time this person opened their mouth, their pants were on fire, right? The floor is lava. So, like, maybe a lot of stuff has changed in their life to bring them to a humbling point, because the time apart has them focusing more on the good times and the value of what you brought to the table. It's what you brought to the table the whole time. The whole time they weren't showing up. You know what I mean? That kind of a vibe. Strong cardinal energy on this one. So you could totally be dealing with an Aries, a Cancer, a Libra, or a Capricorn. Or they at least have some strong cardinal in your chart. 9 of Cups, the Empress, the 8 of Pentacles. Some of you guys, it's your boss or you're their boss, isn't it? There's a little 50 Shades of Scorpio going on behind the scenes here, right? Interesting. Tell me a little bit more. Let's find out the direction this is going for you, Scorpio. Well, really? Hold on, Scorpio. Somebody just took a flying leap off the table. Hold on, let me see what's. If you do, Scorpio, come here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, or you want to check out everything else check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code up here. It'll take you to the Archer link tree for the Archer Network. It's got the automated booking site. It's got the links to all the other channels and services that we support here. All right, check it out. It's the 6 of Pentacles that took a flying leap off the table. So it's like the guardian angels are sitting there being like, okay, time to do the work. 8 of Pentacles come in and show up correct for Scorpio, and they're like, no. But no, they're not running that far. they've already ran as far as they could with the breadcrumbing on the Six of Pentacles, and they Wilhelm screamed off the table, and then right into the brick wall. It's like Wile E. Coyote. That man, he was a coyote, Archer, you dum-dum. Anyways, how Wile E. Coyote, he fell off of a lot of cliffs over the years, and he always recovered. Bless his heart. But, so, in other words, it's a metaphor. Your person will recover. They didn't go cliff diving. Is there a Scorpio that wants to go cliff diving or rock climbing? That's interesting. But anyways, so the thing about this is that I actually see that, like, you got them doing the work behind the scenes because no one else is putting up with them like you did. And I'm not saying that you were an enabler. It's just that you really kind of understood them. That's why they had to do the work, right? And I'll make you, it's Scorpio, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to make you a dollar bet, Scorpio. All right? Like my Scorpio granddad used to do with me. Be like, kid, hey guy, I'll make you a dollar bet on this one. And I'd be like, okay, what you got, grandpa? Dollar bet says that they actually do show up, and it freaks you out because you're saying never again, don't know if I can forgive them. Yet the moment they finally reach out humbled, I see you being like, God already kind of knows you're going to forgive them. That's why I'm holding off on turning this card over, because you're like, no, Archer, no. I put up with this forever. I lived this forever. And yet this Tower card, hey, we found the squirrel. There's the squirrel. There you go. Right there on the Tower card. TikTok was Caitlin was looking for the squirrel. We found it. It's with Scorpio's person as they're getting electrocuted and rebooted and restarted. Not real. It's a metaphor. They're not really getting electrocuted. Okay? Do not attempt to stick a knife into an outlet socket thinking that will start a Dark Night of the Solar Kundalini awakening. It doesn't work. It doesn't help. I've read a study on it. Anyways, yeah, okay. I wasn't bored the other day. 220, 221, whatever it takes. But did you die? No, I didn't. I'm still here. I was curious what would happen. Anyways, that's a random Archer fact nobody needed to know about. I was actually trying to change an outlet in a bathroom, and the screwdriver just anyways, it was a light switch. The outlet was a thing that needed moved over because it was Virgo moon, and I couldn't take the frickin' outlet not centered in the cover plate. So I'm like, I need a cover plate, I need an outlet, and I gotta get all that. And I don't know. I was listening to Megadeth, but it really sounded a lot like Ella Langley, and the screwdriver slipped. Just when I thought I got him to. Anyways, that's kind of what your person is going through, as my OCD, ADHD just kicked in multiple swings here. I think that's a big part of it. They needed to really get their focus in order. Right? But they are, though, because, like, no one understood them like you, and that's what's leading them back your way. You got a 93% chance of a genuine apology this week, all right? I actually feel like some of you guys have already gotten. You're unsure of what to do with it. You can totally trust them. Okay, you can trust them on this one. All right, strong Leo energy. Capricorn's here. You've got who else? Hold on, let me look. The cardinal signs haven't gone away yet. Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, and Libra. Could be another Scorpio. Could be an Aquarius. Could be a Taurus or a Leo. Okay, Aries, Cancer, Aries. Ooh, Scorpio. Could be a squirrel. Judgment-free zone. If there's somebody on this planet that says I identify as a squirrel, that's fine. I identify as a Comanche helicopter. Anyway, the magician could be a Gemini or a Virgo too, and they're manifesting. All right, Scorpio. I do hope that helps. All right, if you haven't seen it yet, we'll be doing your next live individual reading coming up on Thursday. That's tomorrow. All right. Otherwise, check out the playlist for everything else. And until next we meet, I'll see you then. All right. Until then, peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. I come up with very weird project ideas. Sometimes I get curious about things. I still got a goal of like turning a clothes dryer into a guitar amp. I'm just like, you know that scene in Back to the Future where Michael J. Fox plugs in, strums one chord, and ping, flies. Every musician, that is a goal of theirs, to be able to blow an amp up. So anyways, I just like playing and wiring with stuff. People come over to my house and they're like, why does your house have 7 different remote controls? And I'm like, science! And they're like, you're a dork! I've had people ask me why they can't use the light switches to turn the lights on in the house, why it has to be done by remote control. I'm like, it's a smart house. And they're like, no, it's kind of a dumb house. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I want to sell it anyways. I'm not staying here. All right, let's get on to Sagittarius. We are telling way too many useless Archer stories right here. Dorks are pretty cool, Courtney. Thank you. There's some dork love. All right. Age of the Geek, baby. We're doing all right. Okay, let's see. Sunshine, Mel. I've also upgraded to remotes for fans now, too. I can control the entire house from my cell phone, which sucks because half the time the cell phone don't work right. Where's Sagittarius at? Let's get going. Here we go. Okay, business. I got backups for my backups. You know what I mean? He does indeed. All right, Sag, let's rock and roll. All right, Sagittarius. Sag, let's use Titanic. I haven't used Titanic in a minute. All right, let's do this. Sagittarius, you gonna be at 2/20/20. Oh my God, that's really cool. All right, that's a cool timestamp. All right, God, what's up? What up, Sagittarius? Did I just say what's up to God? It's like doubting Thomas when somebody told him Jesus is risen from the dead, and Thomas was like, no way. And then Jesus burst in the door like, Yahweh. Oh, I love dad church jokes. That's cool. All right, let's dive in. God, what's going on with Sagittarius? Give me everything you got for the week ahead for Sagittarius and the one on their mind. You know I love reading for you. I've been called the Sag Whisperer. I'm quite proud of that, so I'm Archer. All right? So let everybody else think you're a Sagittarius. All right? You're more than welcome here. All right, let's go for it. What do we got for Sagittarius, God? Tap me and tune me and give me everything you got with 2 shuffles for Sagittarius. Let's do it. Here we go. 1 and 2. That was loud. Let's love this deck for the super sassy, successful, I've just got told to tell you, sexy Sagittarius. The only sign worthy of 5 syllables. Let's go. Overall energy is the Hanged Man. You're getting sick and tired of waiting. And your card, Temperance, is one of the 2 cards of patience in the tarot. This is the other one. This is the whole hang in there, and you're like, it's like that TikTok where you're like, how long is this going to take? The 7 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. Some of you guys will be dealing with the July 7th Cancerian or just seeing a lot of repeating 7s rolling in. 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the King of Cups. Oh my gosh, this is a little bit of both of your guys' self-love journey. 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups into the King of Cups. All right. Are you kind of like, I can't tell which one of you this is, but like one of you guys are like totally smitten about the other person. And I don't use that terminology often. Usually, okay. All right, let's see. We got the Chariot right out of the gate. Oh, there is. And didn't we just see July 7th down here? Some of you guys are totally dealing with a Cancer. The Fool card, Aries energy. The Death card is Scorpio. And oh my God, Sag, that's a lot of major arcana. You are going through it right now. That's a lot of major changes. Major arcana signifies major changes. Could be affected by the moon, Cancer energy. Mars, that's Aries energy. Again with Mars for Scorpio, but also Pluto. Okay? We got the King of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles. That's Virgo. And I do pull the vibes of an age difference between you two because I got John Jacob Astor, Jingleheimer Schmidt. That's my name too. No, it's not. It's actually John Jacob Astor, the richest man on the ship. But it's not so much about the money. For some of you guys, either you or your person got money. Not that it matters, but we might as well check their wallet too while we're looking into things. Anyways, King of Pentacles, he had a very much younger pregnant wife, Madeline. So not only does it tell me that there's an age difference between you two, but it also says there's babies in your future. Okay? 8 of Pentacles. Maybe you guys do work together or there's plans to grow into a power couple vibe. Like maybe the energies are right that each of you guys are doing what you do in your lives to come together and create a power vibe. 3 of Pentacles shows the guardian angels are kind of still working behind the scenes on this one, okay? But here's the, okay, Sag, don't shoot the messenger, because here's the weird thing. I was getting ready to pull the last card, but I got drawn back to this, that both of your guys' guardian angels behind the scenes are looking at the blueprints being like, where does this happen in their life story? What is going on? Herbert, have you done this right? I don't know, Vermilion. Have you done this right? No, Isaac, you look into this. They're trying to figure out why you guys aren't a thing yet. Okay? So you have guardian angels reviewing both of your guys' life plans being like, what happened? Things were going so well. And then even God is sitting there going, free will. What was I thinking that day? It's like, because I got chills off of that. I'm seeing that scene with it's in Bruce Almighty, where Jim Carrey and Morgan Freeman are talking to each other, and Jim Carrey's like, how do you get someone to love you without affecting their free will? And Morgan Freeman's like, you either get busy living or you get, no, it's not that line. Morgan Freeman goes, you figure out that one, son, you let me know. And that's a bit of what we're dealing with here, is that like, we can't affect their free will because on a soul level, you guys both love each other. Like, even your souls are married. You guys don't even know, your souls don't know that the bodies aren't even near each other right now. That kind of a vibe, right? Oh my God, Tang, Constantine, thank you so much, darling. You're a blessing. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's you're so generous. That's definitely going to the Archer Foundation. Thank you, because I gotta buy more paint because I keep messing it up. Anyways, no, I actually now I can afford to get the drywall compound, and I'm actually quite fine. It's cool. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Okay, the Hermit card is that last card out. You guys are watching each other behind the scenes. Okay, look at y'all sneaking in there, looking like where's Sagittarius at? Where's Crosswatcher at? This Hermit energy on the Virgo card shows, even though there is silence right now between the two of you guys because you had to put them in a timeout, you knew this was going somewhere, but bless their hearts, they weren't totally turned on to it yet. So you had to check them before they wrecked themselves, right? Because you loved them, you wanted this to go somewhere and work out. But as soon as you guys were awoke first, because you guys looked into this. Did you sneak and like figure out a way to get them to tell you their birthday and their time, like all that stuff, right? Guys, remember, that's a heads up. If the girl looks at you and like, what's your sign? Whoa. But Sag, you know about this connection before they did first. I don't care if they were the older one. You just knew, right? The Chariot card, even though you guys may live at a distance or something, this Fool card shows as we enter into Aries season, there is a transformation getting ready to bring you guys together. And you're like, how do you pull that out the Death card, Archer? Because this shows Death, the Grim Reaper himself, looking down on the Titanic, being like, haha, look what I did. I did good. There's a reason for that. You're going to find out why this happened, why it has been so many of right person, wrong time. Right person, wrong time again. When is it ever going to be right time? Without the sinking of the Titanic, we wouldn't have an international ice patrol. We wouldn't have the Coast Guard. We wouldn't have laws requiring lifeboats for every soul on board, right? You don't need lifeboats on an unsinkable ship. That's not actually, the Titanic was never referred to as unsinkable. Back in its days, it wasn't called unsinkable. One shipping magazine said that if all the doors were closed, the ship could be rendered virtually unsinkable, and the press ran with it. What? You mean the news and the media of the day, they embellished on a story? No. Somebody here, maybe you were them working in like news or social media of some kind, right? But Titanic was known as the Queen of the Ocean back in the day. That's all she was known of. She was the Queen of the Ocean. She wasn't the Ship of Dreams. I'll tell you what, I've talked to 2,200 people that were on that boat. It was not a dream boat. It was a nightmare. Okay? But the thing on this is, if they had been like, this person was just way too into their ego. Okay, when you guys met, you would have loved for it to have worked out, but they weren't all about you, right? It was just about like they kept trying to mold you into something else or something other than just what you were, Sagittarius, right? It's like a bit of like they were so worried about status or so worried about clout that they never just got to let you be yourself, right? Dress this way, act this way, eat this stuff, do this. We're going here at this time because that's when I want to go. And you quietly sat there like, what about me? You didn't mind being a passenger princess, right? Or for my male Sagittarius, you didn't mind being the driver, but the other one never would pony up, right? You so Eight of Pentacles wanted them to be ready. And it was almost like when you wished them well, you almost knew the direction where this was going to go, didn't you? Cardinal energy, strong with that one. Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, Libra. Virgo vibes are pretty heavy duty. You got Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Aries is here. Some of y'all could be an Aries or a Virgo moon. That Scorpio energy is here too. And very oddly enough, I don't know why, but I'm feeling Aries energy off the Death card because I'm looking at the Titanic and just thinking about its voyage on April 10th. I cannot with you too. Sag, your person just energied all over my table because they want to get married with you and they're already dreaming and thinking about the honeymoon night. Watch what comes out. The King of Wands, Ben Guggenheim shows up. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. You have all three people that were on board the Titanic. If we get the Lovers card and we see Ida and Isidore Strauss, you will have all three people that were on board the Titanic that night, which is the whole reason why J.P. Morgan had his boat sunk. Hashtag Federal Reserve, hashtag Jekyll Island, hashtag what? Who owned the Titanic? White Star Line. Look deeper. International Mercantile Marine? Yeah, who was that? J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan was basically the BlackRock of his day. United Steel, General Electric. Anyways, he liked consolidating companies. But then you got all these people that didn't like the central banking system ideas on his boat, and then he'd just say, Captain Smith, you little Jesuit priest, you? Yeah, go ahead and just drive that thing into an iceberg. This is a conspiracy theory. Follow the money. What? I don't know. Jet fuel don't want steel anyways. So let's see what your person did while they're trying to distract you with like weird conspiracy theory stuff. What? Two of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Hierophant. Oh my gosh, this is somebody that is learning their lessons through things. All right. Sun card on the Chariot, Cancer and Leo energy. Those two are never far apart, are they? So I think you guys okay, yeah, it was a rough fight. It was a bad fight and a bad time on this one. But here's the thing about it. Deep down, even though you knew what you were getting into, you're like, crap, why am I falling in love with them? This is going to end so horribly, and I just want love. I just want a balanced relationship. Equal, reciprocal, two-income household, money's good, things are balanced, we're not fighting over money, we got plenty of time, behind the scenes for Ace of Wands, because that's two most things that people fight over in life, money and sex, right? Page of Swords to the Hierophant. You've triggered an awakening in this person, okay? Serenity, compliance. Hey, too many Twinkies. I love that movie. Oh my God, that's good. I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Your person has ADHD, Sagittarius. We got to get them on some Redlin or something. Hold on a second. Better living through pharmaceuticals? What? Two of Pentacles of the Sun card. They keep fighting their own happiness by self-destructing and self-sabotaging, right? So if they hadn't have been all about the status, all about the clout, and everything, and been more consistent, more genuine, you would have gone all in with them, wouldn't you? But you've been working on yourself. While the rest of the world is sitting around wearing their Frankie Says Relax t-shirts, you're putting some work in and you're doing some praying. It's just getting really frustrated because you're getting no confirmations that anything is happening. All right? But we're going to find you some. Because the Sun card to the Chariot on that Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, rewind, that's J. Bruce Ismay. There's the man that was his boat. It was his baby. And he was also made out to be the scapegoat of the Titanic, right? All his fault because he got in a lifeboat, when in reality, this dude right here, Chief Officer Wilde, told him to get in the boat. All right? He didn't dress up as a woman and sneak into the boat like the movies all pick. Chief Officer Wilde, everybody else was going cray-cray, running to the back of the boat, right? So he's like, well, you're still standing here. We don't need one less casualty. Get in the boat. He was ordered by an officer to get in the boat, but oh my God, the press victimized him in the sea, and then when everything went wrong, they blamed you and victimized you. Made you a Sagittarius, right? And you're like, I was really all in trying to help them. That's where they've learned their lesson. And you guys are both still watching each other from like behind the scenes. It's like either one or both of you guys are like Page of Swords scrolling back through your phones, through your camera rolls for whatever reason, right? And with this new moon that's going down, think back to what you were doing like 2 months ago, January 18th, right? Something about that, the thoughts, what you were thinking before we entered into retrograde, before we entered into the eclipse season. That's what's getting ready to come back around here. All right, we've made it through the eclipses and the retrograde. We've cleared out the riffraff and the stuff that got in the way. Now the energies are ready to come in, okay? Eight of Swords. Actually, what it is, Titanic's actually a rom-com. It's Romeo and Juliet on the Titanic. Anyways, Eight of Swords into the Queen of, and it's like, it is actually pretty historically accurate. Titanic historians, I've literally, me personally, I have wrote letters to James Cameron asking him, would you please re-release that with all the cut scenes that didn't make it to the movie? Could you take out the Jack and Rose scenes and make like a historically accurate Night to Remember? Titanic historians are still waiting for that. Anyways, oh God, and I haven't talked to that Sagittarius in a long time. I just heard the December 19th Sagittarius I used to know. Archer, could you shut up about the boat? Maybe you should pick something else to talk about or learn about. Okay. Sorry, this is your reading, Sagittarius. All right, the Hierophant on the Chariot comes in on this one. So the thing about this is like at this, neither of your guys' lives have really gone well since you last spoke. Okay, it really hasn't worked out right for either of you guys, right? So it's like the thing on this is that I think both of you guys are a little reflective scrolling back. Both of you guys kind of do want to reach out because it's very hard to keep practicing the no contact, right? But the thing is on this is that it's taken this much time for you guys to both kind of learn some of your life's lessons and really straight up realize how great you both were when you guys met, how great you both were when you were together, when you were right before that, whatever the third party is, right? Okay. Whoever left whoever first, or whichever direction you went, the people you guys have interacted with have taught lessons that neither of you guys were capable of doing to the other person. Because I'm going to tell you what, you guys deep down love each other. Both of your souls right now are looking at this energy and being like, yep, Archer, that's my person. That's my person. And even the cross watchers here going, that's my Sagittarius, Archer. You guys had to go through and learn these lessons in order to come in correct, right? So the thing on this is that it never got off the ground right due to both of your life circumstances, okay? Both families, everything was just in the way. Your lives were just completely in turmoil even when you did met. But you're going to find out that you're the person that actually made this person want to do the work, Sagittarius. And I'm going to tell you what, Sag. I don't know why I just giggled at that. I just like the way I said it, Sag. Anyways, it happens to every guy. All right, I'm only going to speak for guys here. I'm not a girl, so I can't handle that part, right? But I am the master magician of the guys' code. This happens to every man at some point in their life. They meet that one person. That is the one person that actually does make them want to do the work to change, that they can't run their old games on, that they ran with everybody else before they met you. Every man has that woman that comes into their life at some point, that it's a little bit of a delayed reaction, but it causes them to go, I want to be better for this person. I want this person in my life. Sagittarius, you're that person to this person. You know what I mean? Shh. Crosswatcher, I'm going to give you 1 point. You are actually Sagittarius' person in this too, so you need to get your act together really, really quick because you're going to lose something really, really good. 3 of Cups. They're going to get their act together really, really quick. Here's the thing on this. They totally know that if they press send, that's basically the marriage proposal. You're not taking any second best. If they press send, you ain't going to entertain them until you know that they're in it long-term, full-term. You're not doing this again. And that's setting boundaries. Oh my God, they had that dream too, Sag. They had a dream about you guys being married. Oh, one of you guys are getting ready to press send and send the I had a dream about you last night text. So this is actually at the point now where it's finally become right person, right time. You're dude or dudette. No gender in tarot. I'm reading for male and female Sagittarius. But this unfinished business is getting finalized. You got about a 96% chance this week of contact. Sorry, I'm a human. And for those of you, like, there's actually about 3% of you guys that are already talking. Okay? And the Magician card, side note, Sag, you're here watching a tarot reading about them. Would you unblock them? Don't shoot the messenger, all right? I'm Archer. I'm on your team. But I'm just saying, you just let me talk your ear off for like 10 or 15 minutes. And for like 2 to 3% of you, they're blocked still. And you're like, I know they're blocked. I know they're blocked. I'm mad at them. And I'm like, but you're here. And you're like, if the person means more to you than what they did, Sag, you're going to forgive them anyways. That's why you're here. Page of Wands, because they still do make you happy. You're like, no, I'm mad. But I am kind of ironically, weirdly turned on by all that. You're going to unblock them and forgive them anyways. All right? So I hope that helps. You guys love each other. Even your souls are up here being like, why aren't we married yet? You guys, I'm going to tell you what, by the end of the year, you're going to be married to this person. It's going to move really fast. You guys are going to be like, why did you take so long? Why did you take so long? Shut up, kiss me, you fool. And then next thing you know, you guys are off in Vegas and you got an Elvis impersonator. Oh, you're all hooked up. whatever you guys' version of, because I'm almost seeing like, hey, it's not about the wedding, it's about the marriage at this point. Let's just go long term, you know? Anyway, it's whatever you guys decide, because that was what they never did before. Never took your Ten of Cups dreams into consideration, right? So now, coming in more mature and leveled up, it's about both y'all's Ten of Cups dreams and visions, and bringing that together into a Ten of Pentacles future. I like it for you guys. Sag, if you do want to book a personal reading or check out everything else the channel has to offer, all you got to do, my girl Violet Jessup showed up. I like this girl. This girl's something else here. Hold on. Anyways, all you got to do is scan the QR code to book a reading or check out everything else the channel and the Archer Network has to offer here. It's also pinned in the bio on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and down in the description box, along with the links to every deck I use on the channel. All right, so I copy-pasted all the Amazon links. So if you want to buy one of the decks we use here, help yourself. Links are down in the description box. All right. Otherwise, until next we meet, Sagittarius, you know I love you, and I will see you then. All right. Until then, peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. Violet Jessup, this girl is awesome. She's a Libra, or was a Libra. This girl survived sailing on all 3 of the Olympic-class ships. There were 3 of them. The Olympic, the Titanic, and the Britannic. All right? She was on the Olympic when it got into an accident with a military ship leaving port. She was on the Titanic when an iceberg jumped out in front of it like a deer in the headlights. And then she got on the Britannic in the war when it got Lusitania'd off the coast of Kia. Don't get on a boat with this woman. This Jonas, don't get on a boat with her. If you're going to go somewhere, Violet Jessup, take a train, take a bus, fly down and rent a car and drive back. Do not get on a boat with Violet Jessup. Okay, on to Capricorn. No, I was not on the Titanic in a past life in 1912. I was on the Olympic. I was the radio operator on the Olympic. I was the one that in the middle of that night, while all the other ships in the Atlantic Ocean were sitting there going, Titanic, what's the matter with you? Titanic, what's going on? Where's Titanic? Where's all the guys? Olympic was the one with that massive, powerful radio transmitter those ships had on it that just chimed in. It was, all stations, stop talking. All stations, stop talking. This is Olympic calling Titanic. That was me. That was me. I was like, I wonder if he was a Cancer too, because that was literally like, I'm taking over all the airwaves. Such a Cancerian thing to do. I'll bet you the lead radio operator on the Olympic was a cardinal sign. He must have either been an Aries, a Capricorn, a Cancer, or a Libra. Namaste. What's up, Namaste, Canadian girl? Hey, Jazzy. What you up to, Jazz? Gigi, you too. Have a great weekend. Hey, Rahama, Sandra. Oh, gosh, I didn't even realize the time. Okay, let's knock these last signs out here. We got to get you guys all covered because it is a Wednesday. Some people got, like, church, Bible study, things to do. We got to get going. We got to get going. Hold on. This is your deck, Capricorn. Capricorn, you are going to be at 242.16. So let's do this already. You ready? What up, Capricorn? How you doing? All right, think about your person, and let's tap in, tune in, and see what's going on for the GOATs. What do we got for the cardinal earth sign in the house? I'm a Cancer, so I'm your opposing sign. I'm the mama of the zodiac, you the daddy of the zodiac. So let's give it up for the GOATs. Oh my God, your major arcana just jumped out with the devil. You're taking over your reading right out of the gate. You are sick of everybody else taking over your readings. You're like, I want a Capricorn reading. 8 of Wands. Things are moving fast, like a lightning train or an Amtrak here. I don't know why, but something about a train derailment. Seeing a sign of a train derailment or something on the news or something might be something. Page of Pentacles to let... Okay, when you see a train derailment, that's letting you know your person's mind is energetically derailed and they're getting ready to come your way. You're the one calling them in, even if you don't know it. You're like, what? I'll explain. Give me 2 shuffles. Let's go, Capricorn. 1 and 2. No, I'm not going to shun the last 3 signs with short readings. The good Lord understands if I'm late to a church service or something, I'm a life path 33. I church anywhere I want to. So I'm actually praying right now. So on that note, let's love this deck. For the greatest of all time, the cool, calm, collected Capricorns. Remember to say please and thank you before amen. That's the secret void. Okay. It's the 6 of Wands. I'm going to stop. Capricorn, you're good. 6 of Wands. Especially if you or your person ride a motorcycle or you guys ride motorcycles together. Oh my God, that's beyond adorable. Okay? I literally see a couple riding motorcycles down the freeway and then getting stuck underneath an overpass because of rain or storms. And like, well, we're stuck here for a minute. What are we going to do? You guys are stuck in a room together that is the energetical space around you both. There it is. And I just felt it. Did you see my head quiver on the Tower card? You guys are stuck in an escape room, so to speak. Something about an escape room might resonate. Six of Cups into the Three of Wands with the Death card. That leads to a transformation between the two of these things. This is actually, this person's coming out of a Tower moment, right? Okay. And, oh, they're coming out of a Tower moment that they were still going through when they met you. Okay, I got you. Exactly, Angel Eyes. We got the Six of Wands. Let's stop and go to the biker hangout. All right, give me 7 cards on this. I do have friends in the Highwaymen in Detroit. I know some of the Highwaymen in Detroit. You're like, Archer, you? I had an 09 FC6R. Wasn't the fastest thing on the planet, but I knew how to wheelie that thing. What? 20-year-old Archer was really different than 40-year-old Archer. We have the 9 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Did you see how the Queen of Cups kind of went face down at first? And I'm like, no, no, no. Turn back over. See? They didn't understand love. They were hiding the real love for you. With the Magician card, the Page of Swords, they're still checking you out online. They got more fake accounts than Carter's got liver pills. How do I know that joke? I am not that old to know that joke. But yet they're still wanting to try something new with you. So they did lie a little bit. They were like, hey, when you guys first met, and they're like, yep, I'm broken up, or I'm a divorce, or whatever. You know, they 7 of Pentacles fudged that truth just a little bit. They weren't fully over. Okay. Queen of Cups to the Magician card. Now, this is what led to them being so inconsistent in the first place, playing a little bit of mind games and everything, right? So, you know, like they told you that they were all good and healed, right? Queen of Cups, they've done their journey, they love themselves and everything like that, you know what I mean? Only to come and find out they were half telling the truth. It was a pending divorce, but they weren't living together, or they had kind of broke up, but they still had all their stuff at their house. And like, it's like they told you they were 100% ready. They were about 70% ready, right? And so now it's got you at a point you're like, well, even if they do reach out, can I trust them? Right? 6 of Wands says yes, but we got to see if internally they say yes. You know what I mean? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini, a Virgo, or it could be another Capricorn. Leo and Cancer are here. Pisces is here. Gemini is here. Here's the weird thing, and maybe you can help me make sense of this, because I feel strong Scorpio energy, but yet I have no Scorpio cards. That's interesting. It's like Scorpio Virgo vibes, or a water sign that's acting like another water sign. Or like they've got Scorpio in their chart, they're acting like a Scorpio, but in reality they're like a Capricorn or a Virgo or something, right? This person has a hard time processing emotions. There's the Scorpio with the Judgment card. Oh my God, I felt it coming. I got chills off of that. They are looking inward with the 10 of Cups. Oh boy. You're their dream. You're their dream boat. Some of you guys might be seeing rainbows, or I'm even seeing double rainbows off of this 10 of Cups. See the rainbow on it? Okay. But so whatever this was, you found out they were still coming out of or working through. It was like that lie hurt after all you'd given to them, all that you had done for them. And now it's like, well, wait, if I busted you in that one lie, 4 of Cups, what other stuff have you lied to me about? And it got to a point where you're like, I don't know if I even know you anymore. And they're like, oh, no, that's a Capricorn. I'm doing something. Then they're coming at you being like, Capricorn, it's your fault. You need to come correct. You need to do. Basically, all the stuff they projected out on you, Capricorn, with that Magician card of the 4 of Cups, you now know their entire life story. Everything that happened to them, they projected it out onto you. They accuse you of cheating, you find out they're not out of a relationship or haven't finished a divorce yet. And that's exactly what they were going through because their person cheated on them, right? Or they accuse you of being avoidant or not being there and not being all together. The next thing you know, they're sitting off playing video games, scrolling their phone, buying stocks and crypto and playing around online, but then accusing you of it, right? And so it gets to a point where it gets like they're just way too cynical and critical. But then in the Knight of Swords to the Queen of Swords, that's what brought like a pause or a chess move pause to this. God put things in place. God's the one that made you put a timeout on this connection where you weren't going to let him keep lying to you, right? So you opened your heart up first. But what they did to you And that deception is what led to you closing your heart right back up, right? Because it broke your trusts. And it brought you back to a reality you didn't want to see out of them, right? When it's like, oh no, they're just like everybody else. It was like they were such a dreamboat at first at Archer, and I thought we were going somewhere, and the next thing I know, reality, right? Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio are here. You've got strong Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Oh god, that's a lot of water. Aries, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Leo. I don't know why. Why do I keep saying this? That I'm like, I see a sign, but I don't see a card for it. It happened earlier with the Scorpio vibes. Now I'm feeling Leo, but I'm staring at Cancer cards. So it's like, it's got to be Cusper energy or something like a sign that acts like another sign. Or they lied about their age or lied about, when's your birth date? Oh, I'm a May 26th Gemini. Then later it's like, no, you're not. You're like a September 19th Libra or something like that. You know what I mean? Anyways, okay, let me see where this goes. I still feel Cancer to Leo too. This keeps happening. I love reading for you. I just got chills off of that. Five of Wands, Leo energy. And I just did that earlier where I said Scorpio energy and the Judgment card showed up. Oh my gosh, what is going on with me? I literally got goosebumps. And my ring finger's itching. No way. Okay. You have a runner that can't run anymore. They ran out of places to run, Capricorn. They ran so far, they ran to the end of the earth. They ran to the firmament and the ice wall. The earth is round. Anyways, cornbread are square. Pie is round. Okay, who's into math or who hates doing math? Because that's actually how you find the circumference. That's how you find the circumference. How do you find the circumference of a circle? Pi r squared. Until that guy goes home, the kid goes home from college and his parents ask him, what have you learned? And he's like, well, I learned that pi r square. And the dad smacks him in the back of the head and goes, you idiot, pi r not square, cornbread are square, pi r round. That is a horrifically bad math joke. I have dad jokes, a dad bod, and I have no kids. My life's going backwards. It's like a country song. You play it backwards, your dog comes back to life, the car gets better, the girlfriend comes back, everything works out. Star card to the Queen of Wands. Is somebody a musician or in the music industry? Star card onto the Queen of Wands. It says the opportunities that are changing for the healing energies. Aquarius energy. This is part of the healing journey that you guys are on, Capricorn. So the thing on this is, it's like, in reality, they knocked themselves off of their own pedestal. It's a pedestal they'd put themselves on in your eyes, right? That's why they were lying and bragging and being like, Capricorn, I got everything. I got me a whole fleet of cruise ships, and I hang out with like Elon Musk and that dude from Virgin Airlines. I forget what his name is. And and then you come to find out they don't have that. Like their fleet of ships is like a 30-foot boat or a schooner, and like it basically looks like what Captain Jack Sparrow rode in at the beginning of the movies, right? Where he comes in at the top of the mast and the whole boat's sinking under the water. But do you notice Jack Sparrow kept it together? That ship was sinking, his crew was gone, he had no money. He stepped right off of that mast onto the docks like, I'm good. Just gonna go get some rum now. Let's go around on the beach, get some rum. And that's the thing. Ace of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords. Even though you feel like you're treading water, you're making it through it just in time. So they're still kind of tiptoeing around that big old elephant in the room, in the fact that like maybe Capricorn will let me off easy a little bit this time. If I just reach out, my Ace of Pentacles, and maybe the Capricorn will let me sweep this under the rug. But you're gonna make them take accountability. That's why they're scared AF. You know what I mean? Okay, because they know they have to take accountability in order for this to progress forward onto this one. They can't get away with it. The Devil card, your major arcana showed up twice. Or it's a Capricorn connection. Definitely cardinal sign on cardinal sign energy though. But look what's underneath it. The Six of Wands didn't go away. The Three of Wands is there. The time is right, even at the distance to be closed with the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Some of you guys are dealing with your twin flame, and it's that energy with the massive shifts that we've been going through. All right. Have you looked at the Schumann scale lately? It is whiteout after whiteout after whiteout after whiteout. Between the meteor that NASA somehow missed landing in Cleveland We had to listen to frickin' A1A Atlas for like 6 months, and it literally, any aliens go past this planet, they lock the doors as they drive by. You know, right? Earth is basically the Detroit of the solar system, right? Take them to Detroit. No, not Detroit. Remember, observe, consume, obey. How does that movie resonate to Capricorn? But anyways, some of you guys are dealing with your twin flame. And we've got the twin flame shifting, okay? That they're coming in. They've been through this awakening. They can't sweep it under a rug. You are going to be able to trust their actions on this because it is a big test in forgiveness, Capricorn. Because with what came to light and what they told you and how they lied about it, they already cut that out. They already done this. They already done that. Just to find out they were still Four of Wands processing it. So twin flame journey. Then talking to the both of you at the same time. Right? They're with you while they're talking to this other person. And then they're talking to the other person while they're with you. Like they couldn't keep... These games were so last cycle. Right? They're a little out to date. They can't make this fetch. It's out last cycle. So they're leveling up and coming in. 7 of Cups. They weeded out the other options and they've elevated with that Scorpio energy. And so it's at the point where, you know, they have already cut this crap out. Okay, and the people too. Just like they're still at the point here that it's like either they've reached out already with 2 devil cards. That's you. That's major energy. You're taking your power back. Or they're getting ready to. Okay, so either they've already reached out and you fear the cycle will repeat itself, or they haven't reached out because they fear that you hate them. Right, Capricorn's gonna go off on me. You know what I mean? But what I do see on this hidden behind that devil card and those fears is the 6 of Wands is back again. We've come full circle on the reading. 6 of Wands is back. So I guess actually, even if I had stopped the reading at the 6 of Wands the first time we saw it, you just would have missed all this stuff, right? But yet it still gets us to the point that they're getting called out. And that is what's killing off their ego and their controlling ways in order to humble them so they come back and work correctly with you. That way you can trust them. They take accountability for their actions, and the avoidant awakens and takes accountability. We are at the end of the narcissistic energies on this one. The narcissistic society collapse that's happening around us right now, it leads to the avoidance awakening and coming in correct. Somebody here likes old Victorian stuff or something, because I literally just saw a conversation chair. Well, that'll get your Davenport going, right? Right by the Chesterfield or the Ottoman or something like that. Because it's a conversation chair. They used to have them around turn of the century, that they were like S-shaped chairs, so that when you sat, you could face each other and talk to each other. So even if it's a distance, they're going to close the distance and come your way. All right? Maybe somebody here is an interior decorator or something. But you got a 93% chance of them taking accountability for this stuff this week, and the rewards for what you've been through show up and come in. All right? I love that for you guys. Capricorn, if you want to book a personal reading with me or to check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code up here. All right? Or use the links that are pinned in my bio and down in the description and comments. It'll take you to the Archer Network, where the automated booking site is, and links to everything else that the channel believes in, supports, and the Archer Network subscribes to. All right? Check it out. Awesome health healing services across the board for y'all. All right? Otherwise, I'll see you back here on Friday for your individual weekly reading. All right? And I'll see you next time with the next house signs and when next we meet. All right? So until then, you awesome cardinal earth sign, you, GOAT. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Love you, Cap. All right. Speaking of which, Capricorn, Cappy Goat, you're an awesome. Thank you for all that you've done for the channel over the years. Capricorn, Cappy Goat and I, we go way back. Total Cancer Capricorn vibes. You're in a Venus in Capricorn? Oh my God, you know what you want in love, don't you, late arrival? If you get a crush on someone or your person that you're here to check into and look into and that, like when you know what you want with Cap and Venus, you get that. I like it, late arrival. Duck witches, get money. All right, let's get into Aquarius. Dooby-dooby-doo. You are welcome, Dragonfly Wishes. I kind of like your screen name. See, you're a Sag and he's a Leo. Ooh, the Sag-Leo conundrum. That's interesting. I used to work with a Sag that had a Leo in her life. I wonder what she's been up to. She was a cool Sag. Property management. She was a cool Sag. I've dealt with Leos for a while over my years, too. We love Leo. We love Leo, see, right? We do love Leo. Leo didn't have that hair. I'll tell you what. I don't know. Don't worry, Leo. C and me, we both want to stroke your hair and tell you you're pretty. On to Aquarius already. Leo, stop taking over the readings. Right, C? There we go. Okay, on to Aquarius. We gotta get going. There's people getting ready to go to church and Bible studies and stuff. All right, Aquarius. Let's go with this deck. I haven't used this one yet. Yeah, I like this deck. All right, Aquarius, you're gonna be at 2:59:33. All right. So what's up, Aquarius? How you doing? One of these days we're gonna get to a 2.5-hour all signs. We will get there. But I love hanging out with you guys. I can't cut the reading short. If I like say, sorry God, I'm not reading the whole message. I got to be done by 6. God will go find a new speaker box, and I kind of really like my job. God's a really good boss. All right, God, tap me into Aquarius energy and give me everything you got for Aquarius and the one on their mind. What do we have for Aquarius? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Plus, you can come and hang out with me, Melissa, and the rest of the channel and the fam. On Sundays, we go to Elevation Church at the 11:30 Eastern service. Hang out with us in the chat. We're going to have some pretty cool stuff coming up, too. Some watch parties. I got a meeting with Elevation Church on the 24th next week. I'm excited about where that's going to go. That's an awesome partnership between Archer Publications and Elevation Church. All right. Somebody you got business on your mind, Aquarius? Why are we even talking about this stuff right now? Just give me 2 shuffles. Let's talk about Aquarius. 1, Aquarius is not making money moves. Aquarius is making life shifts. And 2, how water bearer of you. Let's love this deck for the amazingly auspicious Aquarians. Beam me up, Scotty. Here we go. Alien emoji. Overall energy is the Judgment card. Scorpio vibes. Okay? This does show this retrograde has got both you guys doing a little bit of internal reflection and casting energies backwards in order to go forward. Temperance. There's the forward direction with the Sun card and the Hermit coming out of a healing stage, and with the Ace of Cups being ready for a fresh start in love. I love this. It's like literally, this is the energy of what we're living in right now. As Mercury retrograde, this retrograde's been everybody looking inward on things they could have done or said better. Hey, what's up? See you later, Shrek. And with us coming to the end of the retrograde, the end of the eclipse season, people are actually getting ready to take some action. With the Hermit card, after having healed, found their way, and found the light, there's a fresh start in love and getting unstuck with that 8 of Swords to the 5 of Wands. Lessons learned. All this major arcana shows a shift happening that you never thought possible. So let's see what's up with that. Because I think like for some of you guys, no, I think you've waited a long time for this person to open up 4 of Wands. And they're getting ready to. 8 of Wands. Ooh, it's getting ready to move faster than expected. And there's the devil. There's the doubt that creeps in. For some of you guys, maybe they've actually had to work to overcome an addiction. All right? Maybe even like, I mean, yeah, it could be drinking or cigarettes or the devil's lettuce, you know, hey, Dev's not here, man. Something like that. Come in, open the door, man. I got the Dave. I really need to update that joke. Let's go to the 70s show when they're in the basement with the camera round room thing. Okay, burn. Yeah, we'll go with that. So, but actually, for some of you guys, maybe it's something like kratom or something. Okay, we got the 6 of Cups, the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's like something that's over the counter. Anything can become addicted, right? It doesn't have to be something really bad, but it's like something over the counter, right? Anything, if you have too much of it, can become addicting. Sorry, coffee fit. Oh, right. And it does take a long time, right? To retrain and reprogram, like to like give up cigarettes and switch to vape, or to give up drinking. That's a big commitment, right? So that's the direction that we're going in with the Page of Swords. They've learned some lessons from sneakily watching you behind the scenes. They've got like either a fake count going on, a couple fake accounts. You're like, no, they're blocked, or they blocked me. Yeah, from the account you know they have. You're like, nope, I know about the fake count. You know about the other 6? You're like, 6? I'm like, every time this person goes through a complete life reset, they block, cut, shut out old stuff and start another account. Then later they do a password recovery. There's like, if you search their name on Facebook, you'd find like 30 different accounts in their name. You'd be like, wait, is this all the same person? Mm-hmm. Right? Because every time they burn the bridge and self-destruct everything around them, then they got to start fresh. And then they save the old ones. So there's like something about you not interacting with them that has them kind of overwhelmed at this time. All right. And kind of realizing they neglected you so much that they know they totally affected your emotional state, maybe affected your job and your income and more as a result of what they did by walking away from you. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. you can always tell which one's in, like, which one is the one that actually, the villain versus the victim, right? When you've got the one person that runs off and hops onto that rebound connection real quick versus the one that sits with themselves and heals and does the work and gets better. That's you, right? Because your person ran in a different direction that was not so good. We got an avoidant runner that went to the safe place, okay, with that judgment card, and now everything that they did to you, they're doing to somebody else. It's like they found their next mark. But here's the problem with that. It's like grifter 101. Somebody here a professional grifter? Is that even a real thing? Is that a thing? Like a cat burglar or something? Oh, are we playing Clue or like a murder mystery thing or something? Ooh, board game night, game night. Crosswatcher, you know what? It's not all about status and cloud. Aquarius wouldn't mind a frickin' board game night. Grab out your boggle board or something and have some time and have some good times. All Aquarius really wanted all along was for you to be legit and make time for them, not time for all your little plans and schemes. All right, some of you guys could be dealing with a Sag or an Aries, maybe a Capricorn or a Leo. That's a lot of fire. Virgo's here with Libra. Gemini and Aquarius are showing up. Oh yeah, it could be another Aquarius, but then you got Scorpio. Dude, and it's doing what the Capricorn reading did. I feel strong Gemini, yet I've got no Gemini cards on the table. I mean, I could call the Page of Swords Gemini because of the age difference. This is freaky. But in the Knight of Wands, it's like somebody changing or coming back around on this one, right? Because it's like somebody accuses you of being like an absentee partner or an absentee spouse, an absentee parent, however it applies. When in reality, they disconnected from this thing ages ago. You were doing your best to hold everything together, and then they spin flip it all on you when you were the one keeping things going the whole time. Yep, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Some of you guys were married. Ace of Wands. Aries energy on this. I have the Ace of Wands comes out. Aquarius. They still totally would not mind if you beamed them up, Scotty. Right? Gemini energy, Gemini, Pisces, Aries energy on that one, where they're kind of like, you know what? I know, Aquarius, I did not fully contribute to this connection, and I know I make you mad, but heaven help me, Ace of Wands, it's nice to watch you walk away. And you're like, would you just take me as I am? Right? It's like you're not a possession or an artwork. What's up, Miss Izzy? How you doing? It's Izzy's world. What's up, Miss Izzy? We're just living in it. But check this out. Daddy's home with the Emperor card shows up. Aries energy comes in. You triggered them into an awakening. You got like an unhealed runner or an unhealed twin flame, unawoke, that you were the catalyst in awakening to this. And the storyline is moving forward with that Eight of Wands. Ace of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. God, do they still like... Some of you guys, either some of your text messages were quite fun, or for some of you guys, they thought the way to make things up to you was sending you certain kinds of pictures, right? And you're like, I would have rather had a really nice, genuine apology. I really didn't need that picture sent to me, right? Guys, let the girls solicit for that one. Like, don't just offer it up. Let the girls ask you for that. Girls, guys don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Two of Cups into the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys either work together, or it's like this soulmate twin flame vibe, Aquarius, that comes out with the Two of Cups to the Ace of Wands. That tells me you guys are coming together to elevate. And you guys are going into like divine counterpart status, if you guys identify at that. You guys are, especially those of you who are already married, or I'm actually reading for some more of my seasoned Aquariuses, because I'm actually reading for some Aquariuses that you've been married to this person for a long time, right? And for these Aquariuses, this part resonates. You could teach a lot to the younger generations about sticking it together when the times get tough. Because with the narcissistic collapse of society that's happening around us anymore, it is the end of the whole, well, if it doesn't work out, we're just going to bail out, walk away, break up, get divorced, it's over, right? We're entering back into, it's like retro. It's like how bell-bottom jeans keep coming back, and then they're called boot cut, and then they're called flare, and it's still just the same pattern. But it's like the gas station theory. Have you heard of that one, Aquarius? Whether it's regular, mid-grade, premium, it's all in the same tank in the ground anyways. Anyway, everybody with performance cars, do not go put 87 in the car and accuse me of that. Okay, that was just a joke. But Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, there's legal disclaimers to cover all that on this channel too. My intellectual property attorney is like thebomb.com. Anyways, yeah, it's literally, basically the disclaimer in this channel says, do not do anything Archer says or does, and you'll be okay. It's just a basic CYA blanket statement. But what I'm seeing on this though, Aquarius, is that you caused the runner to stop running after face planting a brick wall. So they got to come to the time and the age that they no longer want to run. You activated the awakening in an unawoke runner, and that's what's got them to stop projecting all their fears, all their insecurities out onto you, along with the mind games and spinning the story. That became a lot to deal with, and it's like impossible for you to keep up with it. It's like that John Lennon song, playing those mind games together, right? Catching the mantra. I have no clue why this means anything to you, Aquarius, but I'm told to ask you, where were you when you found out John Lennon had been oomphed? December 8th, 1980. And I have no clue I'm being told to ask you this, Aquarius, because I'm seeing Howard Cosell. And that's the thing that's got me like, okay, why? This is a sign that I don't understand. Maybe some of you guys are seeing signs you don't understand or not having the parameters set to. Something about April 8th might even be a date that resonates. Or you and your person are born on the 4th or the 8th. Maybe the 1st or the 7th, 6th, the 16th, the 4th and the 24th, 14th, 27th, the 21st, the 8th, maybe the 18th, the 2nd comes out again. And it does seem like a lot of repeating 2s and repeating 3s are stalking you. Because, yeah, the 3 of Swords into the Emperor card, this was an unawoke Emperor that used their power in the wrong ways, right? But now they're awakening and starting to do the work and realizing they got to put in to do it and use their power, so to speak, for the good. Can't keep playing those negative mind games. So they grew up on it. It's like they've done the whole, like boy or girl who cried wolf once too many times. It's all Aquarius's fault. I'm the victim, right? And so nobody else around them even believes them anymore. Very classic symptoms of a twin flame journey. And you don't have to subscribe to titles. It's your person, okay? It's your ex, it's your whatever you want to call it, right? All right, so let's see what we got on there. So like you activated something inside them to get their act together and stop being like that. They've learned their lesson, kind of like Eight of Pentacles, based on their own choices. And then they realized that they never made you feel like you even mattered. And you were only there for them when it served their ego the best, right? And that you needed them to treat you more fair, equal, and balanced, not like you were a piece of artwork on the wall, right? Total workaholic vibes. Then they would run out and play golf for my male Aquariuses, had to run out and go shopping or hit Ulta or whatever, right? And this is what led to the Tower card moment, because you were the one doing all the work and putting everything into it. And now with the Justice card and the Hanged Man, this is allowing them to get themselves together and get things right. A side note for a certain Aquarius here, this might be a rather specific message, but your daughter will be okay. God has plans and things in place, and there are people that are on their side. They're waiting for them. They're protected. And I heard it's only a phone call away. That's a really specific message off of this with the Justice card and the Hanged Man. Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces energy. Leo too. But they want to bridge the gap on this, Aquarius. Okay, I see what's up on there. Okay, cool. So what I'm seeing on there is that either they were way too insecure. That's what I'm doing. And so they needed to get their ego in check and come to an end of this insecurity, the inconsistency that made you feel rough. And they've learned the lessons from that and see who they're projecting and how it makes other people feel. That's what's leading them to finally take accountability for their actions and leads them to finally reaching out and wanting to make things right with you. With this much major arcana, I really feel like the movements of Venus are affecting you right now, Aquarius. All right? Libra, Taurus energy. Also a little bit of the vibes of Neptune, the fact that everything in the sky is pretty much in Pisces right now. Venus, Neptune, and Pluto. Also Mars energies and something about the moon. So you got strong Cancer Pisces vibes on this one. But I do like the major arcana that gets things back on track here. That's why you got a 93% chance of them taking some accountability this week so you guys can keep going. All right? And they really do like you, Aquarius. Like you a lot. All right. I hope that helps, Aquarius. All right. Please hype and like the reading on your way out. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonates in that. I'll be doing your live individual reading on Friday. every Friday. All right, so hang out, check out everything else the channel and the network has to offer. If you want to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else, just scan the QR code or use the links pinned in my bio. Takes you to the Archer Network, and let's check it all out. There's awesomeness here. You're going to love it. All right, otherwise, until next we meet, I love you, and I'll see you then. Devil card, I have no clue how this resonates, Aquarius. This might just be a bonus for everybody that's like, oh, he's starting to do his own shout out. Let's just disconnect. This is a bonus message for those of you who stuck it out and hung in there with us. All right, that was a test in patience, wasn't it? Anyways, what I'm seeing on this one, for whoever this resonates, I'm seeing that once they, give me the message. Come on, give me the transmission. Once those two work things out, they will stay off the booze. Once those two work things out, they will stay off the booze. Okay, I have no clue how that, wow. Dude, you're giving me some cool vibes, Aquarius. Call me sometime. Let's hang out. Let's do lunch. Let's watch the stars. Have my people call your people. They can do lunch. All right, until next we meet, Aquarius, you know I love you. I'll see you later, all right? Peace, love, and spinny hugs. What up, Kate? How you doing, doll? Thanks for being here. Spinny hugs. Serenity. Oh, you think Jack Sparrow's hot? You do? You think he's hot? How hot do you think he is? You think he's hot enough to run down the beach and have some rum? You want some rum with him? Got a little captain in you? Or you just want some vodka? You little vodka? Have a Truly or two? You want some? We'll just go down the beach. All right, anyways. Paul McCartney was in the only Pirates of the Caribbean movie I've seen so far is the one Paul McCartney is in, of course. And he's doing that. He's when they show that scene in the movie, I screamed in the movie theater. As soon as they walk around the corner and you're here in the cell, you hear Paul doing that old, oh, dirty Maggie May, they have taken her away, and she'll never walk down Lime Street anymore. As soon as I'm hearing that, I'm like, Paul McCartney. Anyways, I should watch the rest of the movies. Is there anybody available who wants to come over, hang out, and watch Pirates of the Caribbean? All right. Anyways, why are we on that kick right now? I'm on a boat kick. I'm on a boat. Oh my God, it's Wednesday evening. People need to we got stuff to do. Let's get to Pisces already, shall we? It's about time. Oh my gosh, let's get into it. Arr, kitty, exactly, right? All right, let's see where we're at with this stuff, huh? Doobie doobie doo, doobie 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 doo doo. I don't know why I always sing Strangers in the Night when I'm trying to pick out decks and stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Come here. Come here. All right, Pisces. Let's put you at rewind. Let's put you at 317 exactly. Yeah, I dig it. I hold it, because you know what's up with that one, Pisces. I was totally just thinking back to what I was saying at the end of that about the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Like the whole thing about dude, the stuff that the whole stuff that he does running down the beaches and stuff when Johnny Depp is in you know, Jack, that Johnny Depp actually sometimes he does go around to hospitals and things in that costume, and he does show up at some of the Universal Studios and stuff like that, right? Sometimes it's an actor for Disney or whatever it is, right? Sometimes it actually is Johnny Depp, because he's just that kind of a cool dude. Him and Jack White, they were some of my sponsors up here when I got into the Freemasons up here. I'm a proud brother out of Zion 1, right? And he's actually a pretty cool dude. So anyhow, all right, I digress. Let's give Pisces a new timestamp, Mel. Pisces, okay, you're going to be at 318. Let's go for it. Ooh, Pisces, that's a good timestamp. That is literally when we are actually doing the recording on March 18th. And if you're a March 18th, Pisces, happy birthday. Thank you for hanging out here with us today. All right? Hope you have an awesome solar return. If it has already come, I hope that you make it the best one yet. And if it is still yet to come, you're a cusper, first of all, because there's only a few days left. And second of all, happy early birthday. All right? You make it the best solar return yet, because with everything you've gone through, you above all else deserve it. All right? So let's dig in, Pisces. I got connect me in, tap me in, tune me into Pisces energy, because as you know, Pisces, you are the grand finale to the fireworks display that is the zodiac, right? You sit there so patiently listening to all other 11 signs playing their small violins to me, and then at the end, after everything's done, we clear the way, save the best for last, time for Pisces. All right, so let's dig in. Let's do this, Pisces, because supper's in the back seat and mama's home hungry. Let's go. Give me 2 shuffles for Pisces. Whoa. 10 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys might be seeing rainbows or double rainbows. Below that's the 6 of Wands. And the Five of Wands, lessons learned, elevating to success and going long-term, the stuff you've dreamt about, with the Justice card to the Tower. Libra, Scorpio vibes. This is telling me that you're going to find out why these Tower cards all happened in order to bring you two guys closer than you ever were before. Ten of Cups. It's going to actually, you know how they never worried about your Ten of Cups dreams for what you wanted for your future with them? They're finally learning about taking your Ten of Cups dreams into consideration too, so that you guys can make your Ten of Pentacles happen together. All right, so let's do it. You ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty, proud, powerful, darn near perfect Pisceans. Let's go. Overall energy is the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. Manifesting a future out of the lessons that have been learned, okay? The Four of Cups, Cancer, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, into the High Priestess, and the Five of Pentacles. It's like you closed the door on something, or they did. But remember in the Five of Pentacles, even in traditional Rider-Waite, it shows the lights are on inside the church while those people are looking in through the windows. The Five of Pentacles, that's my Tom Bodette Motel 6 card. All right? In other words, the light's been left on. But the High Priestess to the Ten of Wands, it's like with this Magician card. The retrograde completing has you cutting something out, or them, because I'm still in overall energy. But in the Four of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, it's like somebody thinks somebody's in a connection or relationship, and yet y'all are both single. So I'm Ten of Wands, High Priestess. Yeah. Because it's like whatever this is that's going on, even this part of it has all gotten way out of hand. So you guys are still kind of doing a thing, even though you're on a break or a pause or... Oh, let me get more cards. Let's go, Pisces. I got you. Let's do this. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. That's Capricorn. Ace of Cups. That's Cancer. The Shadow card comes out. This card can be anything you wish it to be. You're in a powerful place of manifestation right now. Shadow work being done, okay? That leads to the Ace of Wands. Pisces, they kind of like you. You kind of like them too. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Nice. Into the Wheel of Fortune. This wheel's turning in a different direction with the Queen of Swords because they come in peace with the Star card. This is the rewards, having done the work and healed. Aquarius energy on this one. You've got some emotional happiness coming your way. And a relationship being restored that you thought the bridge was burnt completely beyond repair. And yet, yeah, this is something that you would be coming to me being like, yeah, right, Archer, when pigs fly, this will happen. And I'm like, well, Ace of Cups meets the Ace of Wands. Birds in the air, okay? The bacon's, the pigs get, somebody chuck a bacon and a pig out the window or something? It's in the air, all right? But I don't know why I'm hearing something about a pig farm. That's interesting. But anyways, I digress. So the thing on this is the energy and the time is right for the pigs to fly, because y'all both are overcoming some kinds of inconsistency, but they're working on even more than that, because they're coming to the point of like they're thinking with the right chakras. But it's not that Pisces is like, hold on, Archer, it's not like they were thinking with the wrong chakra totally before Ace of Wands. Right? Okay, it's like you don't mind the fish sticks in the tartar sauce. But the thing on this is they're actually developing, their heart wasn't opened. They were thinking with the wrong part instead of thinking with the right parts, right? It's not about a head over heart decision. It's the fact that they needed to get all the chakras energized, right? That's why the shadow works here with this card that can literally be anything you wish it to be. And I feel like it's the Chariot, because the Chariot's what the Emperor drives into a great battle, Cancer energy. Right? Something about a car might even resonate. I kind of dig that. I don't know why, but I can literally see the card that this card is supposed to be. That's the cool thing. That's why it went underneath the front end of Kit. Oh, because deep down your guys' dominant programming, you guys can't hurt each other. It's like an episode of Knight Rider when Kit got hijacked and Jason, it's actually the first time Jason Bateman was on TV. I saw Jason, anyways, Kit gets hijacked. He downloads a virus. So Michael has to go and put a new CPU part in him. And the way that Michael gets Kit to stop moving and stop running so he can put the right CPU chip back into the car, he lays down in front of the car. And Kit's like, move, or I'm going to have to run you over. And Kit's like, and Michael just keeps going, don't run over my leg, Kit. Don't run over my leg, Kit. And it's like, why? What? Kit never does, and he's able to change the computer and get the programming on point to stop Kit from running, because deep down Michael knew Kit was programmed. His dominant programming was preservation of human life, never take a human life. So Michael laid his leg down in front of the car's tire, Kit couldn't move. Your guys' dominant programming is you guys can't actually hurt each other. This is weird. Ace of Swords comes out. You've got 3 aces showing up. That's my hey text card. Some of you guys have already been talking about this. The Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant to the 5 of Wands. This is talking about lessons learned, because without going through this separation period, this break, this pause, right? Lessons, they weren't going to learn lessons. They were going to keep taking advantage of you and neglecting you, trying to make you into something that you weren't. When you really just wanted them to be all about you, take a minute, stop being such a workaholic or a whatever-aholic they were. You know, like they did all that work to earn you and get you back when times were good and you guys were together and dating and know each other. As soon as they had you on lockdown, you wound up getting bored out of your mind because they're living their life. They won't put their phone down. They won't do this or that. And you're bored, stuck at home or stuck on the couch, right? Crosswatcher. All Pisces didn't need a 5-star red bottoms, you know, go get out, sit your phone down, take Pisces to the park for a walk, take Pisces on a date night, try talking, you know, right? It's like the energies of like the 5 of Wands. This person was so closed off that they're overcoming their inconsistency and learning to take you as you are. They had to stop doing what they were doing because it kept making you feel like you weren't good enough. And it's like, well, if I'm not good enough for you, then why did you even pick me in the first place? And why did you put me through all this crap? Crosswatcher, Pisces got some questions for you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Some of you guys could be born on the 10th or the 1st. The 11th is here. So far, I'm seeing repeating ones. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Maybe angel number 111, or the ones have been stalking you lately. Keep seeing repeating ones on repeat, something like that. The 17th, you or them could be born on. 17th and the 18th. Oh, wait, that means today's your birthday. Oh, that's cool. The 5th, 25th, the 10th is here, the 7th, maybe even the 17th or the 27th too. And you got strong Scorpio, Gemini, and Aquarius showing up with Cancer and Libra. I brought up Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, Cancer. I keep seeing the Chariot on the shadow card, so that's Cancer. Aries is here. Oh yeah, some of you guys are Pisces, Aries, cuspers too. And Sagittarius. All right, but that Wheel of Fortune does show this cycle coming back around one more time for you guys to get it right, okay? Literally, Pisces would be happy if you just made some time to watch a movie or spend a game night with them, Crosswatcher. And the Crosswatcher's like, no, Pisces is accustomed to a lifestyle. I got to provide for Pisces. Love language ain't about, okay, Pisces does like that. Ain't nothing wrong with you gotten some money, Crosswatcher, all right? Duck witches get money. But the other part about it is that actually you could be broke as a joke, and if you actually were just all about Pisces instead of all about your little plans and schemes, Pisces wouldn't have had to put you in this timeout. In the Hierophant, Pisces wanted to be with you long term too. If you hadn't have stopped trying so hard, if you had kept in that dating, talking, courting energy, Crosswatcher, you had Pisces. They were interested until you stopped trying. And a marriage, when you're a long-term relationship, Pisces, you're thinking of marriage with this person? Nice. If you're not, they totally are. 10 of Swords is the star card. Because that's the thing. When you get into a long-term marriage, oh my God, I got chills, it's the Chariot. Some of y'all are totally dealing with a Cancer. But when you're in this, it's that never stops. The older couples that I read for, they've been married 30 plus years, right? These are the ones that they're still cute little old people dating and flirting with each other, talking, making time for each other, right? That was the big lesson for this one. This person was coming at you in the wrong direction. That's why they wound up neglecting you. You didn't care about the gifts, the presents, the buying it, the money, the status, and all that stuff. You just needed somebody to stand beside you through thick and thin. Not just when the time suited them right or when things were good. You wanted somebody by you when things were bad too, not just always pick on you, fight with you, and then just go silence. I think you're going to find out for some of you guys, this person actually did get into like anger management or couples counseling is suggested, maybe doing like remote therapy, stuff like that. Bonus points for those of you that see coins on your path. Remember what my Sag grandma used to say before she died, right? See a penny, pick it up. It's money. So the thing on this is, though, is that they never made you feel like you mattered. And you did so great at not letting it show. And that's wrong. But it's like you were like Archer whenever I got a little emotional with them or wanted to have a serious talk, they turned into like they made a mountain out of the molehill. Right? And you tried to keep it calm and keep it under control. But then every time, like, could we have a talk about where this is going? They'd be like, oh my God, why does it got to be right now? Right now, the world is ending. We have stuff to do. And you're like, right? I see a poor Pisces just being like, right? Just being like, bless my heart. I tried, you know, but it's not over yet. That's the thing. They never made you feel like you're mattered on it. And even though you never let it show, they've come to a realization, and I want to find out why, that what they did really did hurt you. Without you telling them, because you're like, I stood my ground. I wasn't going to let it show. They know. And I got chills off of this, literally right down my spinal cord as I'm saying that. I thought it was the shadow card again, but it's the Four of Swords. Told you. They're in this Four of Swords timeout, while they're sitting with themselves, they're processing. They're doing a lot of thinking. They're having an awakening as a result of the people around them that were more worried about status and clout that rather than just loving you. And the Hanged Man, your major arcana. Pisces, this person is going through an awakening that they have realized out of all the people they have been with before they met you, you're the one that makes them want to be a better person. You didn't like the nonstop fighting and everything that was going on, right? You wanted something much more balanced, much more reciprocal, nice, honest, peaceful, Six of Pentacles connection, right? Hanged Man. When you guys met in the Four of Pentacles, they were closed off. It was like it might have just been for a fun time or a meetup. They straight up, Pisces. Wow, this person is going to... You got an honest conversation coming because this person's getting deep. Because they're telling me, they're like, Archer, when I met Pisces, Four of Pentacles, I was still kind of closed off, but I really liked where it was going. And the thing is, yeah, they're going to own it. They're going to take accountability for this with you. Because when you guys met, they ran the same games on you. They'd ran on everybody else before they met you too. Until their heart awoke. You Pisces, and I'm the masked man. I'll reveal the guy code. All right, I'm the masked magician of the guy code. I can't speak for women. I'm just a guy. But every guy finds this person at some point in their life, Pisces. Every guy does. And for my male Pisces, I'm sure there's some female Pisces in the chat here that'll like back me up that the girls do this too. But I'm going to speak from a male perspective. Okay. Every man goes through that phase, and they will always start off with the one that is there forever, forever. They will start off running the old player games and the old vibes on this until the guy meets that girl, that one girl that actually is the one that makes them want to stop, change, and become a better person. There's a lot of hindsight on their side of the fence, Pisces, and the fact that if they had known now what they knew then, they'd have never let you slip away. You've had a bigger impact on this person's life than you ever know, because you're sitting here telling me, Archer, they never paid attention to me. They don't give two hoots about me. It's why I had to do what I did. And yet, deep down, they heard everything you say, and they realized how bad they neglected you on this one. They never made you feel like you mattered, you know? Thank you. Three of Swords on the Three of Wands. Somebody here could be a life path number 33. All right. Ooh, welcome to Christ consciousness. It's a good time. That means you're a very, very, very old soul if you're a life path 33. I'm a life path 33. I'm just here to serve. It's good vibes. It's also the vibes on this one with the repeating threes showing up. Some of you guys might even be noticing repeating threes on this Three of Swords. It's kind of like you thought they were entertaining other options, right? Because like, I don't know if you heard it through the grapevine, and like, or maybe you just wondered or dreamt it or thought they've moved on, but it's like you can't have the easy without having the hard, right? Three of Wands, Three of Swords, yin and yang. It's karma, right? It's that balance in the universal energy. So it's kind of like even this stage of your guys' relationship has gotten out of hand. You guys are still a couple or a thing. And it's the vibes of like one of you guys started entertaining or looking in another direction because you couldn't take the immature, inconsistent vibes. And so the other one's like, well, fine, if you're going in another direction, I'm going in another direction. Could be like a Gemini, Virgo energy, and it's Ace of Swords and the Hierophant. Okay, fine. If you're going to do that, I'm going to do that. And now you could, but yet when you guys are apart, both your lives go to HE double hockey sticks, right? They had to totally, like, I'm seeing, like, I don't know how this resonates. I'm seeing those, oh God, what were those things called? Precious Moments figurines. I don't know how that resonates, but something about a Precious Moments figurines. But so, okay, here's the thing. Just like how you guys had this thing going on before, this is y'all's version of foreplay with this Ace of Wands. Somebody might be into golf. Foreplay. Because in the Ace of Wands, it's that even this stage has gone too far, right? And somehow, somewhere, somebody's got a third-party energy that's going to wind up being like the whoopsie on this one, or you both do, or something like that, because you guys still got a thing with each other. And it's like, God, all this now got out of hand. All the words, the lies, the talk, it's like, how do we overcome this thing? So you guys are still a thing. Even though your bodies aren't next to each other, your souls are still connected. The souls don't realize the bodies aren't apart. So you guys, whatever and whomever else is in your guys' life, like, they know you guys are still a thing. That's the thing about this one. So it's like you guys called each other's bluffs, and now there's still all this red tape, and there's other people involved. The whole peanut gallery's here getting in the way of things, parents, family, everything. And it's kind of like, could you guys just let Pisces and their person sort this out, right? Because for both of you all, this got way out of hand. Oh, I'm going to make Pisces jealous. Well, I'm going to make you jealous. Well, I'm mad at you. Well, I'm mad at you too. Well, I'm going to go this other direction. Well, I'm going to go this other direction. And then, like, why are you talking about Pisces all the time? Why are you talking about Crosswatcher all the time? It's like, what? I don't know. What, huh? And it's the confusion be strong with this one, right? And that's the thing on this, that it's like, if I didn't know better with the Two of Swords to the Sun and the Moon card on the Empress, Mommy's home on this too. Libra, Taurus vibes, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Two of Swords. Check this out. It is that Sun and Moon energy. That everything going through on this one, this is an interesting form of a trauma bond that comes out, because both you guys have been through the same things, and you guys understand each other's, you guys got your own love language or code or pig Latin or something like that going on, right? Because Sun card to the Moon card that comes out, everything since you guys have last spoke that's happened during these eclipse seasons, that stuff's getting eclipsed out so you two can come back together and get stuff worked out. So you're still in this long-term relationship with this person, okay? However, this is like the weirdest break I've ever seen in a relationship, and yet you two both totally get this, right? Moon card and the Sun card, Leo Pisces energy that calls in the Empress. This is a divine couple. It's a divine counterpart. This could be a soulmate or a twin flame that you guys are now going through all 7 of Cups, all 7 tests of the 7 deadly sins that are found on the Kingdom Spouse journey in order to come together and go long term, okay? So you guys are still a thing, right? This whole thing that's going on here is like everyone around you guys, oh good Lord, even the third parties, for those of you that part resonates, everyone around the two of you guys know that nobody else can put up with each other like you two can. And like everybody else around you guys that are all the peanut galleries that are getting in and making things rough and that behind the scenes, behind your back and your person's back, they're all being like, they're made for each other. Oh good Lord, right? The people you're talking to, they're like, if you're done with them and you're mad with them, why in the world do you keep talking about them? Don't feel bad, Pisces. It's happened to them too. You guys are still mirroring. They're over on their side of the fence being like, oh, I'm done with Pisces. Yeah, Pisces and I do. No, and everybody's like, why do you keep talking about Pisces if you're done with Pisces? And they're like, I'm done with Pisces. And you're sitting there, I'm done with them too. I piranha'd them right out. Baby shark. What are they up to, Archer? And I'm like, wait, you can dial direct, Pisces. Hold on, let me see if they want to talk. Crosswatcher, what you up to? I'm not talking to Pisces. I'm talking to somebody else. I'm not talking to what's Pisces up to anyways, Archer? And I'm like, facepalm. It's like that scene in the Naked Gun movies where like the entire baseball stadium just facepalm. Even the autopilot blow-up doll facepalms at this point. I just want to let you know, good luck. We're all counting on you. Don't call me Shirley. Okay. Anyways, so the thing on this is that you both are doing stuff to put this together and get it to work out. And that's what's going to cause all these, the weird vibes to separate and go their own ways. So that I really think this is either you guys are already talking behind the scenes to come back together and cut out some 3 swords energy, because we got 3 swords and the 8 swords. If you guys haven't started talking about this, it's because you're both very scared that you guys have both crossed the lines. Neither of you guys, you both think each of you hate each other, yet you're both scared to talk to each other because you both think you crossed a line. I would love to say this is your guys' thing. If I look out and zoom out on this Six of Pentacles, we're coming into this stage that, like, this is actually a very small blip on your guys' timeline of a break or that. When we're looking 20 years down the road, 25 years, yeah, you guys already are. Your bodies and your souls, like your souls are married. Your bodies are just still dealing with some earthly stuff going on. And both of your guys' souls are up there being like, oh God, please get it together, 3D selves. Come on. Right? The Page of Wands into the Eight of Cups. King of Swords, Temperance shows up with the Five of Wands. Can you tell I was really trying to nurse it for the Ace of Pentacles, but it's not there. I was just curious. I'm like, give me all 4 aces for Pisces. It's their birthday. It's in the middle of the deck. God's like, nope. Which means that you guys are still out stubborning each other. And you two, why do I feel like I'm doing a couples session? Pisces, you and your person are both watching tarot, aren't you? Are you guys both in the tarot? Am I reading for like a tarot power couple here or something? Because I'm literally saying, okay, both of you two, like I've got you both sitting at my desk right now, and I'm having to talk to you guys and put sense into your heads, right? But it's kind of like I'm sitting here going, would you two just make good on this one? Because you guys both feel like you've crossed a line. You know in your personal life story which one of you's its turn is to press send, okay? That's where the Ace of Pentacles is. Because God's telling me you guys are both just nervous that you guys hate each other, this could get really bad, or things could go really bad, and yet it's actually waiting to work out. All right? So you're just at the beginning of a major change. All right? You guys are still a thing where whatever these third-party energy ideas are that's going on for you, Pisces, it's literally like, I think they all hear or find out about it, and everybody just kind of looks and is like, Pisces, just go be with them. Meanwhile, everybody on their side of the fence is like, Crosswatcher, just go be with Pisces. Just go. I don't care which one of you guys are talking to somebody new or flirting or doing whatever it is you're doing. Even at that point, like the energy you're giving off, they know you're promised to somebody else, whichever one of you two it is. Some of you guys, it's both of you guys. And then those third parties are just looking at you guys and go, would you two just go be together, please? It all started with a kiss, and then it ended with Temperance, coming in for balance. Y'all, you guys, everybody in your circles, even the people that don't know the two of you that well, they know you two are made for each other. They're like, oh, just let them sort this out. Heaven help them. It'll be, Pisces, you got a 99% chance of communication coming in on this. All right? Whomever, whichever one of you presses send first, it goes long term. That's where that final ace shows up with the Ace of Pentacles. So either you or the Crosswatcher, whichever one of you guys I'm talking to right now, one of you guys are holding that Ace of Pentacles in your hand to press send. All right? You're both just nervous because you know whichever one of you presses send, it means long-term marriage proposal basically at that point, right? But it's still in the energies for you guys to do it. Page of Swords. I knew it. You guys are both snooping into each other. All right? The fake profiles are strong with this one or something. And it's a lot of the scrolling back to your camera rolls. Page of Swords. Lessons learned, and let's move forward to that Ace of Pentacles. The Devil. The Devil's the one stopping you guys. Pisces is over you, Crosswatcher. Crosswatcher's over you, Pisces. Maybe somebody had to beat out an addiction or something with that devil energy, or just a mindset even at that, all right? Maybe somebody needed to get out of the super hyper independent single status. Whichever one it is, you two are already spiritually married with that Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. It's real love. I love it for you, Pisces. Pisces, if you want to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, all you got to do is scan the QR code up here or use the link in the description. It's also pinned in my bio, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and everybody else. That'll take you to the Archer link tree with the automated booking site that shows pricing and availability and everything else the channel has to offer. All right? Otherwise, we'll be back here to do your live individual reading on Friday this week, every Friday. And otherwise, until when next we meet, Pisces, if I don't see you until then, which makes sense, right? Anyways, birthday hugs for you. Full 14-second birthday hugs, and then the fun little spinny hugs when you least suspect it, so you start giggling and be like, Archer, I wasn't suspecting that. And then we'll go for a walk in the park, all right? And we'll just discuss the meaning of life. Jeep wave. You may start giggling and feel better. If you need another birthday spinny hug, come on back anytime you want, all right? Otherwise, Pisces, I love you to the moon and back, and until next we meet, I shall see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Alrighty, guys. We did it. We did it. Hi, Caitlin. What up, doll? How you doing, pumpkin? Spinny hugs. What you been up to, Caitlin? Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Erica, I appreciate you more. All you guys, thank you guys for hanging out. I am love. Oh, I'm your fave. I did my first day on the job. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing here. This is my chair. King in the castle. I have a chair. Let's love this deck. No. Say the thing. Say the line. No. Say the line. Come on, Superman. Say that stupid line. Come on, Spider-Man. Say that stupid line. Fine. We'll say the stupid line. All right. Oh my gosh, Alexis, I'm sending you some healing spinny hugs. At least you are. Being in the hospital means you're around a lot of professionals who the good Lord is blessed with the minds to make it through medical school. Hang tight. You're in the right place. All right. I know it's awkward, but you're in the right place. It's good vibes. Spinny hugs. Big time hugs. You got this, okay? All right. Guys, I love you very much, and thank you for being here. So remember, these placements and these readings will resonate to any placement in your chart, and I am very much kind of like, I'm like Bob Ross of tarot, because like, remember how later they found out every single painting Bob Ross did was actually like a flip book that was a whole stream view up a mountain thing? Every painting went together. If you actually sit down and put this all signs on from beginning to end, just let it run in the background, you'll find all 12 signs and all the readings connect and tell the story of you and your person. All right? So, otherwise, until next time when we meet, I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. And now Spider-Man will say the line. On that note, I loved this deck.
I miss how it used to be. You were the only one that I could see. You know I love you, whatever you do. And you know that I've always got your back. I'm trying to tell you that I miss you. The way that you sing in the car, like hearing where you are, driving to work or to school, and doing everything you do. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I miss you. I know I've done a lot of bad things to you, give me one more chance and I will make it up to you. You know it would mean a lot. I'm giving it all that I've got. I'd do anything for you, anything that you want me to. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything